So the overall arching thing that we're trying to do is just trying to find this lantern that is last owned by like an evil witch or something like that, that can reveal any secret that is shown in its light or whatever. Then that we want to get it because that lantern can be used to decipher an evil book of necromancy or something that got stolen from us. That we're trying to prevent the bad guys from deciphering. So we're trying to take the tools that they might use away from them. So we're exploring these caverns looking for a lantern. We've had a few run-ins, including with some green slime that killed or that destroyed Finfall's sword. Yes, that was a bad thing. But when we've had, we've fought some a clay golem and some giants and some trolls, and last week we're looking for a cave that had been like a cave-in or something like that. Did I say that right? It's a cave-in or a blocked cave is what we're looking for. And we haven't found it yet. We did find a Zorn last session, and the Zorn absolutely kicked our butt. And so we had to run away from it. And we had to heal for 2 days to basically get ourselves back to where you see us right now.
We lost one of our guys, almost.
Yeah, like it was a very close call. And I cheated and I looked up Zorn in my monster manual, and those things are tough, man. They are very tough. I don't know that is there any caves that we have not explored? That's kind of how we got to where we are. And I think the Zorn, no, there's maybe one area to the south we haven't been to, I guess.
Yeah, there's areas that we haven't tried, even down the caves. Are you zoomed out on the caves right now?
Yes.
Right there where I'm pinging is where we had the Zorns, I think.
Yes, yep. That's exactly where the
so there's beyond that, or I don't know what was down here. I don't know.
I didn't see that ping.
See that?
I moved the map so you can see. He's pinging right here.
Okay, yeah, I haven't. I don't know what's there either. And I think there's also a place to the south we haven't been.
Yeah, somebody's clicking down there. Who's it? Gentlemen, yeah, where you're at, you guys haven't explored that area. Or beyond that area, correct.
Okay.
So I would vote to explore other options than the Zorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty tough.
I mean, I'll metagame if you want to tell you how tough they are.
Was there more than one?
Yeah, it was two of them.
That you saw.
Well, that's not good.
No, they still have the sword up there, and that wasn't even my sword.
Well, that was a rusty sword that we found.
No, somebody else took the rusty sword and gave me their.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Nero gave you his longsword.
Yeah.
It was a normal longsword. It wasn't fancy or anything, but yeah.
No, it wasn't fancy. But
let's see. I think Tim is like the skill guy. He's got 1 million skills.
Tell us what to do.
Tim, give me a intelligence check, please. You're like the library. You're the sage of the group, to be honest. You've got so many skills.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Who was that?
I heard you.
I heard somebody. I don't know who it was.
You want that public mic?
Yeah, please. Yeah. So Tim has a little background study on Zorns, and as he understands it, they seek out particular minerals to eat and consume, and metal is one of their favored sort of substances to consume. So generally, they are pretty docile unless you come around them with metal. It could be gold, it could be electrum, platinum, steel, iron. So, armor and weapons are pretty. It basically drives them into a frenzy. So,
all right. So then, basically, the sword's probably been consumed.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think they munch on gems too. There's some kind of elemental, I think. It's been a while, but yeah.
Out of the darkness, you see this little gnome running. He goes, Joe, see that Zarn back there? He just told me, look out!
Yeah, we saw him, man.
But
Don't go that way.
I'd say dwarves are not a big fan of those things, so let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, and it's in fact gnomes are not either because they both are underground dwelling sort of creatures or humanoids that deal with those kind of metals, and those horns are kind of like a
It's like a freaking natural disaster is what it is.
yeah, exactly. It is a new day. Did you want to attempt to look into I guess the future, or
Yeah, see if you
have
can
a
figure out which
prophetic
way we
vision?
should go.
Yes, I would love to. I would ask for to be guided on the right path to where
To a
we
sword.
need
To a sword.
where
To
we
a sword.
where we need to go to find the lantern.
So give me a blind GM roll wisdom check, please. This is going to take him about 10 minutes, so if you guys if you want to do anything while he's doing it, and let me add this stupid.
Did we sleep for the night?
Yeah,
We
we've
did.
rested for 2 nights actually.
Okay. If I have any visions of that woman again, I want to try to interact or talk to her. Or is she just giving up on me because I keep losing the swords?
I don't think she'll give up on you, man.
Let me set this.
I think I've given up on myself.
Okay, there's the boat. All right. So the. Let's see. Where was I gonna say? Okay. You do dream each night, and you are in the same sort of. It's sort of an ethereal white, sort of foggy. You kind of get the impression that there are trees, but you don't really see. You just kind of see like the outlines of them as you move through the fog. You don't really come to a tree. It just kind of fog splits and you kind of move forward and it's nothing, and you kind of think you see trees, but in that sort of environment in your sleep, you hear the voice of that the same voice that you've heard before that says, find me a vessel.
And I want to ask, who are you? Are you a friend?
You hear
Or do I get any sense?
You hear I mean, it sounds female. The response, you hear the words, but they're not clear. It's like they're off, like behind a door and kind of distorted and muffled. And the only thing clear that you hear is, "Find me a vessel." You don't get the impression that it's
Evil or bad?
no, yeah,
Okay.
it's not something. If the voice seems familiar, but you don't. It's just like it's on the tip of your tongue, but you don't know who it is.
All right, yeah. Who was it last week that said the theory was that it was Bifrost, my sword?
That was
Bifrost
me. That was
edge.
me. I said that.
Yeah, I really believe that now. And if I found another broadsword, I bet you I could be back in action. So that's all right. If I'm lucky. Okay.
All right. So, anybody else before we get to Gunthred's prophecy? I'll take that as a no.
I'm good.
All right. So, Gunthred, you see the exact same prophecy that you saw before. You see a split cave. You're looking in the direction. You kind of get the impression that the direction you're looking is westward. You can see a tunnel, a passage that's northwest and one that's southwest, but dead center to the west is a collapsed stone rubble passage, and all your focus is on that, and that's what you see.
Dun dun dun.
And I'll take that as he doesn't have a response. So, what do you guys want to do? You have your boat.
But we still have no idea where to go, right?
Well, I'm going to keep looking for it, so till I
I
see it, then I won't know.
I vote the south tunnel that goes kind of towards the west. So down there.
Okay. So we can take the boat down there.
Exactly. Take the boat down there.
Yeah. All right.
So
I mean,
instead of
feel free to
following-
disagree.
No, I can't see any other way. We haven't gone except further past the sword-eating Zorns. But
There is a tunnel just to the south of them that we haven't been down. But I kind of, I don't know, I'm feeling lucky down south, but that's just me. I kind of want to stay far away from the Zorns as possible.
Yeah, I don't want them eating my armor as well.
Exactly.
What if
Grog is happy to stay away from this.
Somebody already stole all my money. Like,
we
Yeah,
go
I'm just
upriver
I'm
in
one
the
huge
boat?
smorgasbord to them.
say that again, Don.
What if we go upriver in the boat, past the bridge?
I mean, that would be an option. That would be an option.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's a good idea. I'm down for that. You guys want to try
Yeah.
that?
Let's try
Let's
it.
go.
It's to the northwest. Yeah.
Can we do that, Mike? Is that okay?
Absolutely, you can do whatever you want. I am copacetic, whatever. So we have already had we had a here and here we had Piercer's Fall. So
Oh yeah, I
Well,
forgot about the
yeah.
piercers.
yeah, so you guys are going through the same area that you've been before. We're using the little boat. You guys are going northward.
There's stalactites that way.
Once you get into this section, it's pretty smooth.
Okay, how about
as far as
bats?
up the river? You don't see any, not on the ceiling from where you're at. In fact, this looks pretty. The ceiling is kind of short in here. It's probably about 5 feet above the water, which is kind of narrow. After it goes beyond the bridge, when it gets to about this point, it kind of narrows down, and it's pretty short. In fact, you guys are all going to have to duck underneath this bridge, except for maybe our. I want to call him Papado.
My name is Delwar. I'm a small surf-nebbling gnome.
Delwar and the dwarves don't have to duck, but everybody else definitely. You guys have to all lean down as you if you are intending to go underneath the bridge, which I assume you were. You get to the other side, and you can see that the tunnel kind of slopes down, and it's pretty low. I mean, the gnomes and the dwarves could probably stand. You could stand up in the boat. The rest of you would. You would be risking hitting the ceiling in here, going up beyond this beyond this area, further northward.
Is Nero using his light source?
Nero isn't, or may be, but I know that Tim is, because Tim is also human.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that you see that sort of. If you look in the light, you can kind of see the swirly sort of beams. That's Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Tim has a fancy light.
I'm sparkly.
Disco ball.
Tim has a disco ball, yeah. Sparkly. So, do you guys want to continue forward?
Yeah, well, with that light source on, we'll find out if there's bats.
Yeah, you probably will. I will move you forward.
I think we should keep going forward as long as the boat will fit.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to be having a problem so far. You guys make it up about 30 more feet. You can see that it continues on further northwestward. It doesn't seem to be getting lower. The ceiling is fairly smooth. It's wet. You get dripped on every now and then. But nothing looks out of the ordinary. It looks, I mean, most of the dwarves, and especially Delwar, it looks, fairly tame to him compared
Is there
to
any current? Any slope?
there is a current. And the direction you guys are going, you are moving with the current.
How swift is it?
Not very.
Okay.
It's fairly gentle. You want to continue on?
I say yes.
Let's go.
It's
Yeah.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah, if it looks like it's going to get narrow, or the water, there's a rapids or anything like that, let's stop.
It doesn't get rapid. It still seems fairly like, lazy river sort of speeds. You get to here, you can see that it kind of turns a northward corner, and I'm going to put you right at the corner, and you guys can see that it opens up into a larger area with almost looks like an island in the middle. Jolliman can see it from where he's at.
Yeah, I see some land up there, yeah.
It sounds, you see, and the sounds, it kind of sounds like it's a larger sort of opening. The cave maybe opens up beyond. You can't really tell beyond here. It gets, because you guys are so low, the ceiling is so low. You can tell the ceiling above this, beyond that section goes up, but you can't see how high. But you can see there's sort of landmass in the middle.
Right.
Let's see.
No
Just be wary,
stalactites or bats?
Yeah.
Not
Piercers, bats, or green.
you can't see anything beyond this point as far as ceiling. But where you're at, in this sort of cave where the water is, it looks the same as it did coming up. It's fairly smooth. It's it's kind of low. After this point, you'd need to be at this point before you could look up and see what's above that.
I say let's move up to that point, maybe stop.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
see if
let's go look.
Smeagol's home.
If some eagles on.
My precious.
Kind of feels like somewhere Smeagol might live.
You guys get right to the edge, and you can see there is indeed an island, and you can see glittering, different colored stones upon the surface of the island.
It's a trap.
The rest of around what you can see, the water is dark, fairly still. You can see that there's minor movement. It looks like maybe the water just kind of rolls around and goes back. You're not sure where it goes, but it seems like the water kind of moves into here. The current does, but
And then it drains underneath somewhere.
maybe, yeah,
Yeah.
quite possibly. But let's see. Let me make sure I don't miss anything.
What about the walls? Is there any beach landings, or is it just sheer all the
No,
way
it's
up, or-
sheer cave, natural. You look up, and probably 30. I say 30. It's more like 20 feet above you. You can see more stalactites, stalagmites. They're covered. They kind of all had a sheen of moisture, humidity. Every now and then you can see them drip into the water, but it is fairly quiet in here.
It's got to be a trap.
Yeah, that's not another cave entrance off to the left where it looks like there might not be any wall. Or is
Yeah,
that-
I was wondering the same thing.
You want to ping? What are you talking about? That's a wall. That's a
Okay.
wall.
All right.
And the island, there's nothing on the island except earth
It's-
and shiny stuff.
It looks like there are some shiny stones. And there seems to be a large amount of them on the island. But other than that, there's it's just kind of a rocky sort of island. Maybe it's just like part of the cavern itself was not worn away, whereas the rest of it was. But it's high enough to where it stays somewhat dry. But you can see colored stones that give off clearing sort of different colors from your lens.
Do they look like they might be gems, or are they more like a flat color? Are they reflective, or are they like sort of like, I don't know, an LED in the sense of their color?
They seem to be shiny, like a reflection of indeed maybe gems or some
So
sort
the
of
disco
stone of that
balls
time.
lighten them up pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. And Delwar definitely, they look like what you would think are probably some types of gems.
Is there stalactites above the island?
Yes, all
I
over
wonder
this area.
if we scooped up some of those, could we use them as a snack to distract the Zorn?
Probably. But
But do we need to get past the Zorn?
I mean,
don't know.
looking at the map, it doesn't. We're looking for a kind of a chamber that has 3 ways out of it. The central one has been collapsed, and going down that tunnel that the Zorn were in, I don't see that happening unless it goes above or below the water that we're in right now.
Can we tell how deep the water is?
No. Beyond the part that you guys are in, you can kind of see that there's along the edges of where you guys are at in this sort of this chamber, this sort of tunnel where the water runs through. You can kind of see the edges, but straight down you can't tell. The water is almost black. Your lights don't really cut through the water. So any spot where it's really dark, like right over here, you can kind of see it's shallow. But right there, anything where it's like dark colored, it is just pitch black. You can't see the bottom.
So Delwar's kind of like got both of his hands up on the gunwale, and he's looking over, and he kind of just like lazily sticks his hand out and just touches the water.
It's cool. It doesn't. It's not like dirty, and it's not. It seems something that you would find underground. Although the darkness is a little odd, it's not abnormal for where you're from.
And my fingers don't look like they're not black or anything.
No,
like
no.
Color. Yeah. Okay.
It's just kind of maybe the minerals in the water make it really dark, and light just doesn't go through it.
And it means it's deep, right? If it's that dark.
That's what you think.
Okay. I wonder if we should row the boat around the island just to get a closer look at what's going on.
Just keep your head on a swivel because those piercers. There could be piercers in here. I'm fine with that though. Let's do that. There are no broadswords on the island, right?
You don't see any.
Thanks for looking out for me.
All right, so you guys are going to move in?
Yeah, let's move in.
Which
check it out.
direction? Jolliman, ping where you want the boat to move. You're the guy in control right now. You want to move it to there. All right. I'm going to move you there. Give me a second. So when you guys move into this area, you hear this loud, booming voice that just echoes. I mean, just imagine you're in a cave, like, I don't know, Carlsbad Caverns or something like that, and this loud voice. It sounds like someone over a megaphone or something, and it's just super loud. And it says, "Fools, you are at a dead end. Flee back to the south and take the way the water enters, or stay here and die. You are stupid to enter at all, so you will probably stay here and deserve a fate for niggling mortals." And the voice fades.
I thought for sure you were going to say this is not the way.
No, I did not say that.
Well, it kind of said that.
It did kind of say that.
Yeah.
But it was
in a
loud.
more
I mean,
roundabout and threatening way.
the room, the chamber sort of echoed. It was like, I mean, if you've ever been next to a car that has loud speakers, and you could feel it in your chest, that's what it felt like.
Well, it's making me think of the Wizard of Oz, where you had the goofy old man hiding behind the curtain, making the big fancy noises, right? So
It's making me think of the Frenchman in Monty Python and the Holy
yes, that as well.
We already got some.
You want to continue on, or you want to flee back the way you came?
Oh no, we got to go on now because this is not that voice is not a legitimate threat.
Alrighty.
That's
You
trying to
guys
scare
move
me.
forward. You make your way northward.
We are
Uh,
mortals.
As far as you can see, it seems dark. Although this point right here, you can kind of see the edges, north and south. But it's still looking straight down. It just looks pitch black from here. And from here, you can see the stones on the shore look like they are gems, green and amber and different colors on the shore. What do you want to do?
When to see if anybody wants to try stepping on the island.
You know,
Yeah,
those,
I'm less interested in the gems. Is there anything else intel to get off the island? So what else is going on the island besides the gems?
That's it. It is just a rocky sort of island. It's kind of a little sandy along the edges, but mostly it's rock, dark colored rock.
So there's no. Is it flat? Is it kind of a rounded hill?
Fairly flat. I mean, it is not completely, perfectly flat.
Yeah.
You can kind of see some, ups and downs, but nothing extraordinary. There's not like a major peak in the middle or anything like that.
So I'm looking for. Is there any kind of structure or
No.
covered
no.
entrance or anything?
Nope.
or,
I mean,
does it look
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, does it look like there could be, there's no mounds or anything like that? Is it maybe something's just buried under those gems?
I mean, from where you guys are at, you don't see any major structures, any something that a dwarf or even, a halfling or anything could walk into. If you want to look closer to see if there's maybe some sort of hidden sort of trap door sort of thing, or something, on the edge of the, the rocks and move in, you would need to get onto the island itself and look. From here, you can't see anything like that.
Or guys,
Well,
you
Drog's okay to jump out and give it a look over and look for any the dwarf checks for concealed doors and stuff like that.
Pick up some
Oh.
shinies.
I'll help you look.
Delwar. Let's see if I can select you guys. I don't know if I can do that. Let's see, we're looking. I think I can dismount him. Oh, I want Drog. Wow. Oh, I don't know how all this mount stuff works. It's a new mod that I'm using. I move you guys. Put you here, and I'm going to put Nero here because he would probably pop off as well. Anybody else want to get off?
Yep. That'll be
Alright.
Tim. He gets off.
I will.
Yeah, why not?
Is
I'm
everybody going
staying.
to get off?
I'm staying on the boat.
Okay. So we'll put Tim. I'll put Tim there, and then Guthrie.
Jason will stay on the boat with me.
Okay, Sir Finfall, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm getting off. I don't like my guys getting off
Without you? Gotcha.
Without me, yes.
All right, so you guys get off, and you start kind of looking around the island, and you kind of look down, and you can see scattered all on the island is just shiny looking gems all over the place. Let's see. We want to change. Why does his name say John? We don't want to say John. We want to say Delwar. Let me fix that. There we go. Now we see Delwar. That's why.
So do they look like they're just part of the rock, or they look like somebody?
No, you can pick them up.
Or
you can pick them up and look at them. They
but
look
somebody
like
just like dumped them and spread them around, or
you have no idea. They're scattered around. Even there's not like a pile here and a pile there. They're just kind of scattered everywhere. Delwar, give me a intelligence check, blind GM roll. If you don't know how to do that, the way you can do that is you bring up your character sheet, go to the main tab.
I'm with you.
Go to your intelligence. If you mouse over the INT, you'll note that it kind of highlights in red. If you click on that, it'll pop up a little situational modifier. There's none. Just set that to blind GM roll for the roll, and then roll it. So Delwar picks up a couple of them, and he kind of rolls them over his hand. He kind of holds them up to the light that, Tim has, and he's like, "These are trash. They're like, they're not worth a lot. I mean, they are worth something. If you took them to a town, it would be maybe worth a gold. But he's like, man, these aren't worth that much.
It looks like baubles to me. They're like sequins or something like that. Something come off a dress. Something some kid might use."
Indeed. So what do the rest of you guys want to do?
yeah, Drog's more interested in the island and if there's anything underground or concealed hidden entrances or anything like that.
Okay. Where do you want to look? Kind of ping your
We'll
map
just-
and.
All over just kind of scan the island, move around.
You go one way, I'll go the other way.
That's it.
Yeah.
We'll put Drog there, and we'll
Yeah,
put.
sounds good.
We don't want the boat there. We want. See if I can get Gunther. Oh my God, it's hard to select people with that big thing. We'll put Gunther there, the boat back there. So Gunther and Drog, you should have a sliding sifting passages. Give me a blind GM roll on that. The
Yeah,
rest
I
of
don't
you.
see the skill anywhere unless
Let me check. I may not have gave it to you.
I think because it was a mountain dwarf and it was built in on the plain dwarf.
I think I added it after the fact, but you weren't here at the time, so I may not have added it. Give me a second, I'll add it. Looking for core, player handbook, items, and skills. Skills and skill. What dwarf that, dwarf that, dwarf that. You should have 3 new skills.
Yeah.
There you go. So make that blind GM roll. Same with Gunther. You do that. It's going to take them a while to do that. So Delwar and Tim and Sir Finfall, what do you guys want to do while they're doing that?
Fill my pocket with cheap gems.
All right. There is a ton on this island. There is a lot. Thousands. Sir Finfall.
I'm going to watch the guys and watch for trouble. I'll start to kind of wander towards the center of the island so I can keep everybody close and just watch.
I'll put you there. Put the boat back. Sorry, the boat is being a little difficult. Anytime I click anywhere near it, I'm clicking the boat. And Delwar, what are you doing while because it's going to take them like 10 minutes to do their searches. So.
Right. So I guess I want to look up at the ceiling and see if there's anything funny about that.
Yeah. To you, and particularly, you have a longer range of infravision than the other guys, so it's a little easier to see things. But looking up, it looks like stone to you. You're kind of familiar with looking for those sort of underground, sort of, I wouldn't say predators, but like piercers and that sort of thing. But it doesn't look like any of the stalactites to you are anything more than just stone coming from the ceiling.
Okay, and I don't hear or hear anything weird either, do I?
You can make a hear noise if you want to listen really clearly and listen for something specific because you're a thief. If you go to your combat tab, you should have a hear noise skill. detect noise is what it's called, and you can do that. Do a blind EM roll for that. And when you do when the situation will pop up, should give you the option to change the roll type. Do not hear anything. However, Sir Finfall, you're kind of your head's on the swivel. You're being the Terminator while everybody else is doing the searching. You're just kind of looking around, and you notice off to the east, there's kind of a disturbance in the water. You kind of see like bubbles and maybe even like sand or mud or something that's being disturbed, and it seems to be moving from the east to the west towards the island. And we're going to take a break right there.
Okay.
We'll take a break. Let me bring up the thing, and we will take a 10-minute break and come back.
Sounds good.
So you guys are all kind of focusing on, looking for little secret hidden passages, and Delwar's looking up and kind of like the ceiling to check and make sure there's nothing from up there. Tim is filling his pockets with these, gems. I forget what they call it. My grandmother used to have those kind of fake sort of stones. I forget what they call them, but
Costume
Baubles.
jewelry.
yeah, costume.
Cubic zirconia.
Costume jewelry is kind of more what I was looking for. But Sir Finfall is kind of a guy spinning his head around, looking, and he sees off to the west or east. The water's kind of starts, there's a little disturbance, and then you kind of see like mud or sand is kicked up, and then you see these figures moving out of the water. And I'm going to see if I can select everybody here correctly. All right, so you should see these evil-looking creatures coming up out of the water. Let me make sure I've got this. You guys should see them now. There we go. I think I have a picture. Let's see.
They
It's
look
not
friendly.
really- Oh, they do, don't they? That's it. You should see that.
Definitely look friendly.
Yep.
So they look like that, but also on their skin and their faces and what's left of their bones all have these sort of runic marking on them. Some of them look like even like little pentagrams or some weird looking markings. So that's what you see. And let's see, we've got everybody has rolled. Oh no! So to roll initiative, John, you can either. There's a couple of ways you can roll initiative. So what I would suggest you do initially is right-click on the combat encounters. That's the combat tracker. That way you can see the combat tracker. And you can roll initiative using the dice there that's next to your name. Or if you want to roll with a specific thing, like if you want to use a spell, you can, like if you look at your combat tab, you can see a little set of dice next to your spells. You can click on that and it'll use initiative for that thing. If you want to attack with your weapon, you can click your little dice next to that. If you do it from the combat HUD, say Delwar's got his combat HUD up, if you click on your dagger,
Right.
it will use initiative for that if you haven't rolled initiative yet. If initiative has already been rolled and it's your turn, it's going to prompt you to make an attack. So you can do it that way.
You said on the spells, I click on the spell and it'll do initiative or something like that?
Correct. If you click on the spell, it should prompt you to roll initiative for that. If you look at the description of what the initiative is for that round, it'll say, what it is. Whether it's cast something or attack with something.
Don, you should try to turn them.
I have that ability too. If they're undead.
Well, yeah,
fiends.
okay, you're welcome too. Yeah.
They look kind of undeadish, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know what those
those
are.
Well, they kind of have to be coming out of the water like that, and their flesh is all rotten.
Right, so it looks like Jason's going first. What is Jason doing? It's on the side.
He is getting out of the boat and putting his cloak on, and he's gonna try and get in position to where he can get like an advantage attack on one of these things. But right now, he just wants to get out of the boat and get invisible.
All right, so what he can do is get off the boat and activate his cloak. Or his
Okay.
ring. Either one. He's got that invis ring too. So you can do that. And next is this guy who has moved into the shore. He moves straight in and moves right at Sir Finfall like he is on a mission. he is going to
He
move in.
detected your goodness.
Yeah, see, that is a bite. It misses. And he's got 2 claws that he is going to make.
Ooh.
Both of them miss.
Really? Okay.
No, he missed by 3 on the 18. Jason, didn't we just do Jason? No, this is Delwar. Oh, sorry. Thing popped up. Delwar, you are casting a spell, Mirror Image. If you target yourself, to target yourself, you can either right-click on the token and hit the little target symbol, or you can mouse over yourself and press T, and you'll see like a little target thing appear on the token that you're targeting with an image of who you. So if you mouse over yourself, you get that little. There you go. And if you click the, let's see, you're doing cast. So what you need to do is click on the spell first, and what it'll do is it'll bring up the cast card. All right. Then click cast, and that'll use your spell slot. And then since you have yourself targeted, hit the effect below that. This is special mirror image. And now you have mirror images on you. If you want to look at what that did, if you go to your details tab under effects and then look at the effects tab, wow, it says 5.6666667. I need to round that off. That is not going to work well. Let me make a note of that.
5 2/3.
Yeah, round effect. Values on mirror image. In theory, it should work. We'll pick a note, and it should be 5. So we'll set that. Save that. All right, so you have 5 mirror images. So that is your action for the round. Now, if you have the combat tracker up, at the bottom of that, you'll see in turn. If you hit that, it'll go to the next person. All righty, Tim. Tim is undecided. What is Tim doing?
So Tim has decided. Tim is moving.
All right.
Okay. Let's see.
If you want a waypoint move, you can control, click on your token and drag it to where you want to go. And then each point you want to move to, you click left mouse, and then when you're done, hit space, and that'll move. But if you just want to move to there, that is fine.
Got it. Yep. Actually, one step further south.
Yeah. Right next to Gunther.
Yeah, I'm gonna get behind all the fighters.
Okay. So you. Oh yeah, I can
Good
see why you're having a
tactics.
problem. It's that fucking boat.
It's the
There we
boat.
go. Yeah, the boat, and they in version 12 they're changing some of that. So, is that where you wanted to be?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, in turn, please.
There it goes.
This guy just comes sloshing out of the water right at Drog. He only gets 1 single claw attack because he is still moving. Oops. This guy is moving in. He's going to move straight at Delwar and make a single claw attack and miss. Gentlemen,
I am going to take a shot at the one to the furthest north.
go ahead and target. Make your attack. It missed. Alright, this guy is going to move in, make his way straight up to Drog, make a single attack because he's coming through the water. Oof, these guys can't hit anything. These guys got good AC. And this guy is going to move to here and attack Delwar with 2 claw attacks. The last one, these guys can't hit the broadside of a barn.
And that's okay.
Oh wow, 15, missed by 3. Alright, one last one coming up from the water, moves up, is going to target Drog, gets 2 claw attacks. Nothing hit. Gunther, looks like you are attacking with Warhammer +1.
The game is paused. I can't move.
Oh shit, yeah, sorry. There you go. I missed that, sorry.
When I'm invisible, I can't see where Jason is. So if you see me toggling the ring off and on, that's why.
You need to unselect yourself, that's probably why it's doing that. I think. Did that help?
How do I unselect myself?
Just click off onto any other part of the map. If you don't have the option turned off to unselect like that, you need to try to lasso something that's not there. Just drag the little mouse and try to select.
Oh yeah, that worked. Yep,
Yeah.
that worked.
By default, that's the way. I don't know why Foundry did that as default. Clicking off screen should unselect, but you've got to go to the campaign settings and toggle that. We are at Sir Finfall. What are you doing?
All
You're
right,
attacking with Warhammer.
Well, yeah, I rolled initiative for Warhammer, didn't I? So
All right,
that's what I
go
have
for
to
it.
use.
Yeah.
All right.
Go for it.
I'm going to try to attack that one right in front of me.
Okay.
There you go. Smash him.
That's it. Ah! Smashed him in one hit. How fair is that? All right, Drog.
All right, let's see which one. I'm gonna go for the one to the south.
That is a hit. You hit AC -5. Ah! 9 damage. Oh my goodness. These guys are just not. What was that? Oh, Nero. Nero is standing in the back. I'm gonna skip him. Jolman. Second shot. Oh, you hit. What the? Oh, man, you guys are.
These things are
murdering.
incredibly weak.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm suspicious.
All right, intern.
Don't complain about it.
They're going to come back alive or something now.
It's gonna freaking explode or something.
All right. Our first guy to go is the one next to Drog. So he's going to get to go all 3 attacks. His bite, miss. His claws. Ah, embarrassing. Tim.
All right. Hopefully a magic missile to the face.
So you are level. Let's see.
I think I'm 6.
6. You are 6. How many magic missiles do you get at 6? You should get a couple, at least. 3 at 5th level. So you have 3 magic missiles. So you can send all 3 of them to one guy, or one to each one of the ones you see, that sort of thing. So just you need to decide before you send them at them. You can't throw 2 and he dies, send the last one to somebody else. So you got to decide beforehand.
Gotcha. And I probably, if I'm doing multiple targets, I need to target roll versus targeting 3 of them, for example.
With this particular spell, yeah. So you would click in the cast. You can do that now. So we use a spell, but then you'll just target each one as you're doing damage to them, because they don't get a save or anything. It's just automatically hit.
Okay. So the 3 on the front line there that are standing, each will get a magic missile.
Okay. If you want,
Cast.
you can target all 3 of them. It would use the same roll if you target all 3 of them. Use one roll, or you can do an individual shot at each one of them.
My luck, I'll roll a 1, so I'll do individual rolls.
Okay. And 5. Look at that. Oh, good rolls. All right.
All right.
And then in turn, Delwar. Looks like you are attacking with your dagger. I presume it's the guy in front of you. Oh, that's definitely going to be a hit. Yep. Roll damage.
Nice hit.
Okay, let's roll. Oh, back. You didn't intern? We don't intern. You got to do
I did
damage
not.
first.
Yeah,
okay.
I did. I messed up. I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. That's all right. No worries. Then just click below. We haven't actually done this with you. So when you make an attack, at the bottom of it, whether you hit or not, it's always going to show the apply damage section. So that if I say, oh yeah, you actually hit, so there you go. Ooh, there you go. So if you mouse over the little thing, you can see one of the modifiers were from the damage too. So good. Now you can end your turn. All right. So the guy is going to attack you back with a bite first, miss, and 2 claws. These guys cannot hit. Miss by 1.
Wow, yeah, rolling
Wow,
17s and
those are-
18s.
Those are high rolls.
Oh, it's because they're human sized and he's tiny and they get -1 to hit. Otherwise, they would have hit. Ugh.
Not
Embarrassing.
that I'm complaining.
This guy is going to attack Drog.
At least it's not Zorn.
No, it's not.
God, I hated those
miss.
guys.
2 claws. Give me a 20. Give me a 20. Give me 20. Give me 20. No 20s. Drog.
Now I guess this was still 1 attack because he died, right?
Yes.
Is that how that works?
It's a
Starts over?
new target, yeah.
My
You
head
just need to
took
hit
the
level
threatening.
7. Oh, not 20. Creamed him. Alright, Sir Finfall.
Okay, so let me ask, because I don't remember. If I'm not proficient in a weapon, I don't get the 3 every 2?
Correct.
Okay, all right, so just
Single
1
attack every round, yeah.
All right,
Unless you're hastened, then you get 2.
I need a sword. Okay, I'm going to attack this guy.
You need a broadsword.
Yes.
That's it. These guys only have AC 5. Right. Oh my goodness. These guys are weak. Gunther.
Well, there's only one that I could toss a flame at, so.
Yeah, you did have cast produce flame, so yeah, cast it. Or you can just not cast it and not move and stay there, and save the spell for later.
See if you'll turn.
Sorry,
That's
didn't
free.
mean to-
I will do that.
Okay, just end turn. No, you should be able.
I didn't mean to move that. I
That's
can't
right.
figure out how to get over.
You can move back. Yeah, the boat just gets in the way, and it kind of makes it difficult to move. Hit spacebar. There you go. That's how you're doing waypoints when you're doing that. So you could like do extended movement. Oh. Somebody missed. Look at that, Jason. He's invisible.
Can he like just move up a couple spots there and attack that guy?
Yeah, because the thing in front of him is dead. He can move right to here easily and make his attack. He is going to be coming from invisible. Going to be making a backstep. He's going to be +4 situational to attack. So, ability because you're making an attack.
That means you do the modifier to 4.
Situational to 4, yeah.
Ouch!
Oh, that's it. That's just his luck too. Last week he had the worst luck too.
Just rolling terrible last time.
Yeah, one is always missed no matter what. A missed by 4 even. Nero is not doing anything. John Lemon second shot. Another hit into wet flag.
Wow.
1 point. Killed it. He only had 1 left. Because still warm. All right, that is it. There is actually no more to kill, so we can end that. 1 second. Change to.
What the heck were those? Like weak zombies or something?
They're actually ghouls.
Waterlogged ghouls.
Yeah,
They look kind of ghoulish.
they're called Lacedons. So if they could have ever hit you guys, they would have paralyzed you, except for the elves. But they never could hit anybody. They never hit a single time. Let me. I'm trying to set some music real quick.
Actually, I was going to try to turn that last one if we didn't kill it, just because we were killing these so easily.
Well,
next time I should start with the turn.
They kind of slump down. The ones that are near the water just kind of fall into the water. They don't really have a lot of, they don't really bleed, or they seem like they've been dead for a long time. But you can tell they're strange in that they have like I said, these runic sort of markings and pentagrams all over their flesh, kind of similar to the ones that you've seen elsewhere on the cave walls and stuff.
Has anybody tried? Sorry, go ahead.
I would like to try to decipher it if I can.
This is similar. This is similar to the ones you've seen before, Gunther, and they're not any kind of divine related markings. However, Delwar, you looking at them as well as Tim, you both kind of recognize the markings as some sort of arcane markings. What they are, you guys would need to make checks for to see if you could, discern that. But you two can kind of recognize. Nero has seen these, the same similar markings and told you guys kind of what they were before in their areas. Earlier, they were kind of a binding sort of thing. So. But these are similar, not that they're the same. But so if you guys want to do further kind of examination with Delwar and Tim, you guys can make spellcraft checks. I think unless Delwar doesn't have skill proficiencies yet, which we haven't done that yet. So Delwar, you have 5 non-weapon proficiencies, and you can pick those from the items list from the player's handbook as skills. And let me try to go to there so I can not talk out of my ass. Yeah, so what you can do is you can look at the groups. Rogue, I think it is. Is that what it is? Yeah, Rogue, Pipe, Wizard. If you Rogue, Pipe, and do it's regular expression in the search field. So Rogue, Pipe, Wizard should show you the skills that you can also learn general. So you can do Rogue, Pipe, Wizard, Space General. And it should list all the ones you can do. Now, these have a cost. If you look at the cost column, it'll show you how much they cost each. And you have 5 points to spend. So if you want to buy, I highly would recommend as a caster always to take spellcraft. You don't have to. I would recommend it. But for arcane sort of things, if you want to try to figure out what some sort of runic marking or examine some sort of potion or a magic item that's related to arcane, I will let you use a spellcraft check to kind of get a general idea what it is. So, but if you want to learn, brewing or something else, you can. But you have 5 points to spend, so you can buy them, or you don't need to buy them. In this case, if you just take it, it's going to use the cost field to adjust your total used number of weapon skills, or not weapon proficiency spent. It looks like you have. Let's see. Let me look at something real quick. Where are you getting? No.
It's not really showing me anything when I type anything in the search.
Give me 1 second. Let's see. Traps. So when you go to the item browser and you go to skills, and then you have the source set to 2E Player's Handbook. Do you have those set?
Correct. Although it says it's 2E Player's Handbook items. Is that correct?
Yeah, sorry. That's what I mean. If you put this in the search field for groups, it's below the name search field. That should list what I'm talking about. And you may need to click the little magnifying glass for that to work once you put that in. And if that doesn't work, let me know.
All right, I got it. I was using the name field, not the
okay.
group.
Yeah, so you can actually look for a name and all this other jazz all at once, so it can get pretty complicated or complex. But while we're doing that, we'll go to Tim. Did you want to do anything?
I gave you a spellcraft roll.
You did? Okay, you did, yes. And recognize these as a control sort of marking. It's like a arcane rune that marks these undead creatures so that they are bound to a specific person. Normally, they can be controlled, based on, like a cleric could come in here and control them if they made a check and they were of a specific alignment that allowed them to do that. But these have some kind of special sort of markings on them. Not something you've seen before, but you haven't been here to hear the history of this place, but the particular person that was here before that used this as this kind of a testing area for her spells and sort of thing. She was a very powerful witch that was able to bind creatures, demons and devils, and even apparently undead to her will. And these probably were left over from that period of time.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
And Mike, real quick, you said I could choose 5 skills or 5 points to a skill?
5 points of skills, yeah. If you look in your details tab, down there in the proficiency section, on the bottom right of that section, it'll say non-weapon 5, and it says used 1. As you spend your points, it'll tick them up until you've, it'll let you buy more than you actually, it won't stop you from buying more than you actually have points for, so you just need to kind of make sure you're
there. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so you have spellcraft, which is 1, but yeah, if you look at the cost, it'll tell you. Tim and kind of Delwar both kind of conferred and confirmed similar sort of findings, on the markings that they saw. Tim is Delwar and Tim are kind of specialists, so it's kind of outside of their field, this particular sort of magic, but it's something that they covered in their training whenever they were becoming illusionists / I think Tim's what is Tim a specialist?
No, I forget what I am. Hold on.
It says you're a mage, but I didn't think you were a mage. I thought you were a
No,
specialist.
I'm a mage.
You're
I might just be a mage, and I have a kit called the Academic, which...
You were an abjurist or something. Was that another game I'm thinking?
Yeah, you might have been thinking of Baez or one of those.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Yep. Ignoring that. I clicked something accidentally. All right. So yeah, if you're a normal mage, you're a little more familiar than Delwar, but Delwar would have also kind of had some understanding of the kind of markings that you guys are seeing.
And Mike, I know that this is off topic, but I threw a background in there. I don't know if we'd use those or not, but I can remove it if we need to.
No. Leave it in. Yeah. We'll look at it. May not look at it right now, but we'll definitely make use of where. Oh, kit. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll look at that. I'm not familiar with that kit. I'll have to look at it. I'll do it after the game, though. So the bodies, some of the bodies kind of sliding back into the water. The water does kind of continue to circulate and move in this area. You can kind of see it sliding off deeper into the water. You guys can only see about 5 foot into the water before it gets too dark where you can't really see. Now, you do know that our Jason does have the ability to move and see through the water fairly proficiently with his broadsword of the deep.
Okay. I mean, does that mean we should have him do a little searching?
That is up to you. I just want to mention it because he's not here.
I can have him jump in.
Yeah. I mean, I can breathe underwater too, but it just depends on whether or not I can climb out. I can't move as easily through there.
Yeah, he'll walk into the water. Jason will walk into the water directly north of where he is.
Doesn't seem to be anything in the general area, but as he's kind of moving around and investigating, the deeper parts of the water, he gets down to where it's pretty deep. He thinks he's probably, 20, 30 feet deep at the deepest parts in there. And he kind of makes his way around. Let's see if I can do this. And as he kind of moves around, and when he gets to where the Lacedons came out of the water towards you guys, he sees kind of like this debris in the water, and he moves over there, and it looks like it's kind of an old box or something that's barely held together because the wood is kind of rotten. It does have some metal, but it's all rusted. It's kind of encrusted with moss and different minerals from the water. But it does look like a box. It is a box or a chest or something at one point where he's at. Doesn't look too big. It's probably at its longest, probably 3 feet long, maybe about half that tall. Doesn't feel very heavy underwater.
Does it look like it's going to fall apart if he tries to move it?
He won't really know until he does.
Anything else around?
No, you can't. There's nothing other than just the normal under.
No broadswords?
Nope, don't see any weapons. Nothing. If there were broadswords in the water, they would probably be rusted away to nothing.
Good point. Okay. He will try to grab the rotting chest.
Pull it up.
Yeah, and take it back to shore. Yeah.
He gets to about here, and the handle just kind of breaks off. But he's able to, kind of get behind it and just push it up the rest of the way. As he does, it's kind of just, as he's getting it right above the water to where you start having the pressure of the ground and the stone and all that, it just kind of crumbles almost. And he just kind of pushes the lid across the top, and it comes off. It spills open. At one point, there was like some kind of, bags or something, and coins just kind of scatter everywhere. You can see electrum coins and gold coins, and there's some gems kind of scattered amongst them. There's a couple of green bluish vials of liquid, and what looks like a battle axe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, let's take a look at the axe then.
Let me see if I can.
The potions are good too.
This and this. And I'll put it right here so you can see it. Can you guys see that?
Looks like a bubble.
All right, so Drog, see if you can double click on it. Hopefully you can open it. Can you see it?
Did. Yes.
All righty, there you go. Let me make sure I got just a general name. Yeah, okay, so the axe is in there. It looks unaffected by being in the water for probably centuries.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, the gems are kind of a amber gold color.
Any of them look like the ion stones we have?
Not particularly, no.
Okay.
Okay, Drog took the axe. He left the rest for other people.
Can I investigate the gems for you and tell you what they are, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you want to loot, yeah, if you want to double click on the chest, you should be able to drag and drop anything in the chest onto your character sheet or to your token, and it should put it on your token. Once you have it, we can, if you want to make skill checks or whatever, we can do that too.
I'm thinking you're probably one of the most unencumbered members of our team right now.
No, he's not. He's already encumbered. If you look at his token, you can see he's already lightly encumbered. And I don't think he's even got. He hasn't purchased all his normal gear yet either. So.
Oh, I see how you can tell. Oh.
Yeah.
I can at least look at them once you get them out of there. If you want to take them out, and I can tell you. I can do like a search or yeah.
If you want to drag and drop them onto your character sheet.
Sorry, I'm messing around with things. Hold on a second.
That's all right. It's the first time. There was also some coins. Let's see.
Doesn't seem to
probably 2,000-3,000 coins of varying gold and electrum.
Good grief!
They just kind of spilled
but no
out.
broadsword.
No. There was a battle axe, but no broadsword. While John is kind of looking through the chest, you hear a voice in the back of your head, Sir Finthal. Find me a vessel.
No pressure. No pressure.
No, I know if I find a broadsword, I could probably everything will work.
Hey, Mike, you need to get Jethro Tull's broadsword and play in the background for us next time.
I probably have that.
Probably do.
I like Jethro Tull, and so I would have to find. I don't know the name of the songs off the top of my head, but I know I have several Jethro Tull albums, so I will look for that for next game.
It's just called Broadsword.
Okay.
Is the name of the song. I remember it now because there's one line that says, "Bring me my broadsword."
Oh, I found it. Okay.
So I'm gonna have to look and see if I have that album. If I do not have it, What do you remember? What album it was in?
I don't.
It's called Broadsword and the Beast.
There you go. The album was named Broadsword.
That's the name of the album.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that album. I have Aqualung, Crest of a Knave, and Rock Island. I'll need to look up that one. I'll get it for our next game.
You don't have Apple Music? If you've got Apple Music, you've got every album ever made.
I don't use Apple Music, man. I don't use.
You're an Android person.
No, I have an iPhone and iWatch and all that. I don't subscribe to the music stuff. I don't even have whatever the newfangled thing is that most of the young people use.
Apple One.
Spotify.
No, Spotify. That's what I was thinking.
Spotify. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Everybody uses that. I mean, even the old farts that I see on Discord using it. I've got so many MP3s from all the CDs I grew up with, and then I bought a ton of MP3s in the 90s and early 2000s. So I've got a ton of music. I don't need any, but I will definitely look for that. All right, Delwar.
Yes.
We'll get back to you. You were going to examine the gems. Give me an intelligence check, blind GM roll, and you remember how to do that?
I do.
Okay. The rest of you guys, like I said, there are several gems, 2 vials of greenish blue liquid, electrum coins and gold coins.
Right, I'm going to grab the potions.
Good call.
While they're doing that, I would like to take a moment to know my enemy.
Sorry, ignore that. I don't know why that roll came out like that. I apologize.
No problem. Go ahead and make it again. You want to examine the Lacedons?
I would like to examine them because I want to know my enemy.
Okay.
Was that blind? It looked like it was blind.
One of them was. One of them isn't. How are you rolling that? I'm curious.
I'm just clicking intelligence, and then it pops up the window. But every time it pops up the window, it pops up behind my freaking character screen. The window, so I have to move it around. It's the weirdest thing.
Let me test that because I want to know what's going on. For me, whenever I do it, I'm gonna do this out in the open just as you. For me, when I click, so on your character sheet, when you click on the INT, it's popping the window behind your character sheet.
Yeah, that's why it took me so long before. I was like, where the hell is this thing? And there's like 3 or 4 of them stacked on top of each other because I clicked into it a few times trying to figure out where it went. And so it was all hidden behind, so I have to move my sheet, and then it was sitting there. So I'm dropping down the box now, and I'm clicking blind GM roll, and I'm going to click apply, and let's see what happens, all right? There, that looked like it worked.
It did, thank you. All right, thank you very much. I've got a roll for you that was queued up, so it's going to roll, but ignore that. So we'll take yours. Gunther is examining the Lacedons. Delwar is putting his eye on the gems, kind of trying to see if they are valuable. What are the rest of you guys doing while that is going on? Because it'll take them a while to all do that.
All right, so there's still gold in there if somebody wants to grab it, but I grabbed the electrum and the potions.
Jolliman is just keeping the boat ready near shore in case we need to make a hasty exit.
Rob takes a good hard study of that axe to see if there's anything to learn about the axe.
Okay, I need to figure out who's buzzing.
That's Dawn.
That's me.
Okay, Don, when you're not speaking, would you mind hitting mute, please?
Well, I was going to say something. I was just waiting.
Okay. No. Go ahead. Say it. Say it then.
So I wanted to say, while I'm inspecting these bodies, am I getting anything from them?
Can you elaborate on what you're expecting to get? I'm not really sure what you're asking.
A vision?
Oh, no. When you touch them, there's in fact, it's blank. You get nothing. It's odd. In fact, it's not. You don't even feel like they were ever there to begin with.
The audio distortion made me think you said a pigeon, not a vision.
All right. So, and then Drog, it looks like a really well-crafted axe. In fact, you probably would suspect that it was crafted by dwarves or someone that knew their way around axes.
Yes, quality work. That's good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Drog appreciates that.
Yeah.
So, does any wizard want to look at it and see if it's special?
Nero can, if the other guys are busy, he can make a spellcraft check and at least kind of see if he can know if there's any markings or anything that stand out. If he has spellcraft, which does he not have spellcraft? Oh my goodness. Oh, he does. He says from the markings on the weapon, he's fairly certain that if it is not magic, it could be enchanted to be magic. And he wouldn't know without casting detect magic or identify, but it is not just a simple, enhanced battle axe. It's not just in fact, you see the icon for it? That's what's on it.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. It has a skull. Yeah, it's got a skull.
Okay.
Gunther, are you casting twice? Because you only cast once and rolled the dice twice.
Just once.
Okay, I'll do one. Got it. But if you want to know more than that, he's going to need to sit down and identify it to get more than that.
Yeah, I got you.
Tim is now overloaded.
Yeah. I gotta figure out. So I guess I can split it up and start distributing it to people.
If you want, yeah. You would need to request trade. You familiar? You remember how to do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We're probably not gonna be able to carry it all. I think everybody.
Yeah, if you look at every token on the map, the only person that is not overloaded, I think, is Drog.
Well, that's because I dropped a bunch of points that I didn't want anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably start dropping stuff.
Jolliman isn't overloaded.
I was until I gave away some gear at the beginning of this session.
Okay. You guys are carrying a lot of weight. Alrighty.
Should we bug out of here?
Let's back on the boat.
Yep.
I'm kind of liking this boat exploration stuff. I think we should go
So-
back to the main room and choose one of the other water pathways.
Agree. This was a good idea, staying on the boat. All right, now I've got 2 potions that we have no idea what they are.
Okay, let me take a look.
You can have Tim look at it.
Okay.
I'm the smart one. I've got lots and lots of proficiencies.
So
Let's
with
see.
that, give me a blind jam roll on spellcraft.
Spellcraft, okay. Herbalism doesn't help at all.
They're both based on intelligence, I think.
Yeah.
Does either one of them have a a bad modifier?
Doesn't show.
Okay, then give me whichever one is best. I would assume either one of them is going to be the same, but
Okay.
alright. So Tim examines them, and they both look the same, and he suspects they are. The smell, the viscosity, the kind of color. He is fairly certain they are potions of water breathing.
Indeed. There you go.
Cool.
Hold the phone. Mayhem.
Okay. Who wants
So,
them?
should we do a little more underwater exploration?
Do you want to look more in here? You think there's more under here?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess you got. Did you only search this corner we were in where the
We searched about half
doors
the
came
room.
up? Okay, that's fine. Let's go.
All right. Well, somebody else can have these because I've got a necklace that helps me breathe underwater.
I can use one.
Okay. I'll trade.
I
All
would
right,
give
so-
them to people with armor on. Yeah.
Yeah, Drog will take one.
You guys moving back where you came from?
Yeah. Back to the main room, but try and stay where there's no piercers or where piercers have already attacked us.
I can't promise that, but I can move you the way you came from.
Or just stop us at the entrance to the main room, I guess.
I love the
Should
mount
we-
mod. Go for it. Sorry.
Should we hit the beach and go up over the bridge and down that other cave?
Is that one you mean?
We have a passage to the northwest.
Which one do you mean?
The bridge over the water, right there.
Yeah, but then what? Because that's where we came from.
Oh, we've already been up that cave. I got you. Okay.
I'm poking on it.
It's where we met the Zorn.
What'd you say, Don?
What about this river down here?
I was pinging on it.
So Dawn is pinging to the northeast, and Wade is pinging to the southwest.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the
if you
one that
wanna go to
Wade
the
is pinging
northeast.
on. This is the one that Wade is pinging on down here. I'm making everybody's screen move to that. He was
Gotcha.
pinging here. Dawn was pinging
I'm fine
up
either way.
here. That's where Dawn was pinging, and this is back where Wade was pinging. So
I would vote
just-
for the one to the south.
let
Sounds
me
good.
see that the water is moving fairly swiftly compared to the other lazy river sort of one, but in the away from the lake sort of section. So it's going inward in that direction, up that sort of path, or that tunnel.
Could we make it up there?
It's going in. So
The water's
you-
going to carry us there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
it's just
see.
it's moving a little faster than the one you're in right now, or this one right here where it was kind of lazy riverish. It's a little faster than that one.
Do
Same
you think
depth.
we would
Everything
have
else
trouble
looks the same.
getting out if we went up there? Is the current fast enough where we'd have trouble rowing back out?
Any of you guys navigators? It doesn't look like it's a whitewater rapids, if that's what you're asking.
I mean, I'm a mountain dwarf. I don't know much about this stuff.
I mean,
that's
and the
why-
druid is
why I'm-
desert druid.
Correct.
What
I
was
mean, I
the
could turn into a crocodile and swim up there, I guess.
Does being a deep, like a Underdark dweller help at all?
Not particularly. I mean, you would be more. I mean, you would be familiar with lakes and that sort of thing, but not whether navigating across water on difficulties of that sort of thing. Now, if you have the skills for it, we certainly could say you do. But normally, that particular race does not have any.
What about the other tunnel? Which way is the water going to the tunnel to the north?
Let's see. It is going in the direction that tunnel is. So everything seems to be, if you, other than here where I'm pinging right now, everything else seems to be flowing outwards. This one is flowing inwards.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Let's head to south.
Let's do it.
I mean, I'm just along for the ride. Thanks for the boat.
We found it. It's not our boat.
Yeah, they shang out it. All right, so you guys are making your way across the lake.
Watch out for piercers.
You get to here, and there are a lot of people in the party, so I need to look at things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of you. I need to roll the dice.
Things you don't want to hear your DM say.
4. So whoever number 4 is, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's Gunther. So Gunther, for whatever reason, he happens to be underneath the sight of this creature that's hanging from the ceiling. You guys, even dwarves and the rest of you guys. It's pretty hard to see these things, even when on a good day. But this thing has just been hiding up there, waiting for something that's got a body heat, and as soon as it senses something moving underneath it, it drops from the ceiling, and it just happens to be that Gunther is the person that's underneath him, and I need to find him. God, this mount thing is a little problematic right now because I can't see anybody.
Little needle in the haystack there.
Yeah, I can't see anybody.
Problematic when you've got 8 people on there.
Yeah, I can't see anyone. Oh, can I just pop everybody off until I get to him? I'm just moving people till I can see him. Oh, okay, there he is. Wow, he's like the last guy. Look at that. All right,
I'm drowning.
you guys are not. You guys are in the boat. But what I need to do is, as it's falling from the ceiling, it's going to make a single attack. It falls from the ceiling and widely misses as the boat swims by. You guys hear this loud splash in the water, and somebody maybe just catches sight of the tail end of it going underneath the water. It looks like a stalactite just fell in the water. But you guys are familiar with it because you've seen these before. And we'll put everybody back on the boat. And it totally
Do
missed
those things climb back up the ceiling and reattach? Or?
Very, very slowly.
Yeah, very slowly, as
imagine.
he said. Okay. Boat is
There's a whole article in Dragon Magazine on the ecology of the piercer. It was
Yeah.
a whole article.
Oh, Dragon Magazine. So cool.
So let's see. Let me see the description of this area and see if the current is strong here. It's flowing in the direction you're going. Just letting the oars rest, the boat moves in the direction you guys are heading. You guys can oar back the other way. You're fairly certain that you could continue. You can go back to where you came from. It doesn't look like the ceiling is short like it was in the other area. It's not as tall as the open sort of lake area was, but it is probably 15 feet tall. No stalactites, mostly just smooth, wet ceiling. And you get up, you keep going, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm trying to get to a point to where, wow, this is pretty long. Let me just do
No
this.
creatures in the water or anything.
There is
No
tiny
bats.
blind fish. No bats. You get to hear though. You can see a bridge.
That looks like something.
You see a bridge. You can see on either side of the bridge, there is sort of a land spot underneath it to where you could easily just kind of pull the boat up and climb to either side. But as you are moving in this direction, the water begins to move much more rapidly. And you feel that more than likely, if you move much further past that bridge, you suspect that you might be at risk at having difficulty coming back.
So we should eddy out here then and get out, I think.
Let's go
Yeah,
up on
agreed.
shore.
So which side do you want to be on, the south or the north?
I would choose the north side, but that's just me.
Yeah, whatever looks like
Yeah,
bigger.
north.
Yeah, whatever looks safer. Yeah.
Well, the north one is definitely larger, so we'll put you there. So I think each of you should be able to target. I don't know if you can target yourself. That may be a problem. Is that a piercer in the boat? I think it's a piercer in the boat.
Hey, where'd you come from?
I think it is.
It's hitching our ride.
Let me see if I can pop all you guys off.
I can't see anything. Is it because we're in the boat?
You're probably in a wall right now as the boat is getting dismounted. So give me a second. I'm gonna pull you guys out. Yeah. Let me get this piercer out of the way. Actually, let me move the boat here. And then I can tell actually who's not in the boat. Yeah, you guys were in the wall. Sorry. There you go. You should see things now. Let's see. We need to get you off
There
the
it
boat.
is.
Fell off in the water. Nero. Yeah, let's get him off the boat. All right. So let me give you a description of this bridge. As you guys got closer, the sound of this rumbling, loud, deep, sort of thunderous sound got louder and louder as you guys moved closer. And let's see. It's an ornately carved and sculptured bridge. Arches about 15 feet in the center over the river. It has a lot of strange forms, sort of demonic, gargoyle-looking things all across it, leering out. You can hear a distant rumble to the west, and most of you, other than probably Jolwyn, would recognize that as a waterfall. So you definitely don't want to go west unless you just want to go off the edge of a waterfall.
I tie the boat up, by the way.
Yeah.
Just want to say that.
And that is kind of the description of the bridge. You can see north and south. The passage continues on in either direction.
I think we should actually go south just to see how this connects back to where we've been. If it connects back to where we've been. Because if you zoom out on the map, we've extensively explored further to the south on this side. Yet somehow we couldn't figure out how to get up here.
Yeah, let's go to the south.
Makes me wonder if we missed a secret door or something.
Well, the only other thing is, I guess there's that one other waterway that was flowing into the lake.
Oh, yeah.
It does go back and connect over. But...
Could I, if we're going to go to the south, I could probably sneak ahead about, just out of range of the light or something like that, in case there's any creatures up there.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Alrighty. So, Delwar, if you can do a move silently check, you can do a blind jam roll. You definitely will want to be out of the range of the light, which is about to here before you try to start hiding. Now, you can move quietly up to that point, but before you want to start hiding, you'll need to be outside the light because the light will just, make it almost impossible to hide.
Right, I'm having trouble getting my sheet back up again. I had to reload this thing, so give me one second.
Okay, yeah, if you double click on the token on the map, it should bring up your character sheet. And if you don't see your combat HUD, and this is something I was telling Jolwyn earlier, you need to unselect your token completely before you can because it does that so that you can close the HUD and it doesn't come back up unless you intend for it to. Some people don't want to use it. So the way you do that is you need to try to lasso something on the ground that doesn't exist, and then click your token again and the HUD will stay there. And then you can click the skills directly from that, or you can go to the combat tab and click the skills from there.
Okay, so how far out did you say I needed to get?
Before you can hide, it's probably about here. But you can move quietly as soon as you start moving. So that's the check I want first is your move silently check.
Or move silently is first, and then hide is the second one, right?
Yes, when we get further down, yeah. Let me check something real quick because I'm not sure I have that set right. Let's see, you did a move silently. So your base is 10, 30, and it should be, yeah, you would have made that. I need to fix a check. Let me make a note real quick. I'm looking at the math and it didn't do it right, so I need to fix that.
I am visibly uncomfortable that one of my people have gone.
All right, you get down to there and
have faith, Paladin.
With your infravision, Delwar, you can see much farther than anyone in your party. Outside of maybe, you can even see further than Sir Finthal, who, for a human, can see better in the dark than the dwarves, which is odd for you. Anyways, you can see from where you're at, you can see there is another river path to the south. You don't know how to get across it from where you're at, but you can hear the sounds of water. You see nothing between you and it. Seems fairly quiet other than the water.
I just rolled out hide in shadows or hide or whatever the heck that is.
Okay. You find a shadow in the wall and kind of move up to it and hug it.
And do I see any creatures or hear anything?
No, you do not. Just water, just the sound of running water.
All right, I'll move back to the party and just tell everybody.
No branching paths or...
Actually, yeah, so let me see. Should I just go down to the water and have a look? I'm going to do that. Just have a look at the water, right next to the water. I'm having trouble getting them down there. Hold on. That just crashed me.
You crashed?
Yeah, and I'm in Chrome. Everything just went black.
Did it move your token into a wall?
It's like he's in a wall, yeah.
For me, it doesn't look like it's there. Is that any better?
No, I see nothing right now. It's all black.
Press F5. It may just be for your side. It drug it into the wall or something. But for me, you look like you're fine. You're in the hallway. But F5 should do it. So we can while it's doing that, we can say you move all the way back to the you kept moving to the shore. You got about 5 feet away from the shore. You look either direction. The water is probably a little bit wider than the river you guys just went up to the bridge you're at. The water's not moving as fast, but it is moving fairly quickly in the opposite direction you guys were going. So it looks like it's going towards the lake. You can see across from where you're at, though, a tiny opening. But from here, you smell a really strong scent of sulfur. And listening, you can hear the sounds of squeaking bats, but they sound much louder than regular bats. They sound much bigger than regular bats.
I want to ask questions, but I'm not down there.
Yeah, wait till he gets back. Oh, I see what happened. What probably happened is you moved your character through a wall, and that's why you couldn't see it. That would be my guess. If you're speaking, we can't hear you, by the way. But you are back at the party. Do you want to tell him what you saw?
His headset just died. He
Oh, okay. Give him a little bit.
says he's telling everyone everything.
Okay, all right. So you guys heard what I was telling them. So, what do you want to do?
So there's no bridge across the water down there.
No.
Was there there was a tunnel on the other side? Was there?
There was an opening.
So there was an opening, but there was no bridge, no way across.
Nope.
Yeah, but it might
so
look
let's
like
load up in the
connected to
boat
something
and
we
go
already
around.
Say again, Finfall?
it looked like it might connect to something we've already been to.
I thought we explored everything over here, but I'm just confused, I guess.
Well, you got 3 passages ahead of you.
Yeah.
You got one
North
here.
is-
You got one here, and you got one here.
Oh yeah, we can go that way.
Yeah, let's go that way. I don't care.
North is
Let's go
good.
that way. Which one you want to do? Is one of them caved in?
Nope. They all seem
Wanna roll
fairly
the dice?
natural.
All right, from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Where are you getting all these other passages, man?
I think it means 1, 2 is the first one, 2, 3 is the second one.
Yeah, exactly.
Find trap.
All right, go ahead and cast it. Put the effect on you. I hear somebody? Did I hear somebody? I could barely hear whoever it was.
Don had some things, and then he said I think he was going to cast Find Trap.
Okay. Hold on a second. I think that's what it was. I had some background noise going. Sorry. All right. He has got it. Target yourself. And, oh, you already did? You got the effect on you. All right, you guys have 30 minutes to make use of the Find Traps. He doesn't see anything north or southeast.
Yeah, pick away. I'll follow
west.
the guy with the fine traps on.
All right. And we'll just assume Nero's with you. You guys can move with him as you want to. I'm not going to drag you around. So you get to about there, and it looks like it dead ends. You see
This is not the way.
You see no foot traffic.
This music is really compelling me to say, stay a while and listen.
Yeah. Is it too gentle? Should it be rougher? Should it be?
No. That's just what what the blind old man in Diablo says.
Oh, he paused. Something's
yes, I did
happening.
pause. So I'm moving people up. Some of you guys are following. And Delwar's probably coming up behind. Nero's in the back. You get to there, Gunther, and to the southeast, you see light, and you hear sounds of voices. You smell the sound of, or smell the sound. You smell food, like somebody's cooking a meal or something, or some. And you also get the scent of like incense or perfumes, and you hear. Let me see if I got a better. Let's see. This music actually would work if it was just stick on this point, but I don't. Let's see. Maybe this will work.
A motion to Finfall, and then tell him what I see, what I smell, and everything else.
I'm okay with moving up.
Trying to find some good. What I would love to have is some sort of Egyptian style music, but I don't really have any. But so it's a little different. All right. So he's told you that. What do you guys want to do? And that's in this direction. Up here, he doesn't see anything. It looks like it dead ends up about here.
Go to the light.
Let's go crash the party.
Do we want to let our stealthy people kind of move up, or do we want to let the noisy tank move up?
I think we let the people in plate mail go first.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
All
I
right.
mean, we're nothing but bright lights and heavy armor, so let's just take them by force.
That's the way.
Alrighty, so Wade and or Sir Finfall and Drog are going to move forward.
Yes.
Correct? I'll put you guys up there. Anybody else want to be directly behind them or moving with them, or
Whoever has a true light source should stay behind for a little bit.
That'd be me.
I can't.
Jolman will move up a little bit. He wants to be in range so he can heal.
This music actually is working out. All right, so I'm gonna unpause. Let you guys have a little bit of movement if you want to. As you're moving in, you can see, these carpets, these elaborate rugs, and then you see this. Let me see. Let me give you this image. You see this guy in the room.
Oh boy,
You see
Mr.
him?
Clean.
Genie.
Looks like a genie. It's kind of a Arabic sort of Egyptian sort of culture looking thing, or clothes. And you can see behind him are two other figures that kind of look like this.
Huh.
And this is for Jog. You see silk garments scattered about on stools and are heaped in chests and wardrobes. A pair of scimitars are framed by a tapestry on the wall. There's all kind of finery and fancy looking things in here. Couches, various other things. The two women that I showed you seem to be doing some kind of elaborate dance. They have silks, kind of like belly dancing maybe, sort of thing. And the person that you saw that's here around there, he seems to be watching them do that. So you guys
Do they kind of got their own thing going? They pay any attention to us?
They're not really aware that you can tell yet of you guys.
Well, let's just stand here and watch them a minute.
No, let's
Are they
pretend like we're
talking to each
interested.
other? Or are they? I mean, is this like playing out like a scene, or are they like interacting with each other?
It seems like they are entertaining, the person that has got his back to you right now. This guy right here. It's like he's
Okay.
watching them do what
Yeah.
the dance.
Right. Okay, so it's not like an automation or something like that.
No, it seems
it's
seems
like-
real.
Legitimate guy that's getting into the dance and stuff.
I think you should go in there and demand the lantern.
I think we should pretend like we're supposed to be here.
Just walk on in like we own the place.
Well,
Auger
not
be a
surprising.
bad or good thing.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand a word he said. You're getting a lot of popping and buzzing.
I said I think I should cast augury and see if this is going to be a bad or a good thing.
Can. How long does augury take to cast? 2 rounds.
It's 20 minutes. Wow.
2 minutes.
Rounds, not turns. Sorry.
Yeah. Roughly 2 minutes. It's just not a single round, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, is there any way this could be some kind of illusion or something? But it just seems like a weird place to come have a party.
Well, I don't think we should run in there with swords drawn, but try to talk to them.
Testing.
Is that
I heard
10?
that.
We hear you.
All right.
Wow. That sounds like old school CB radio.
It's my Plantronics headset. It's really weird. Hopefully it's not like constant.
No, I mean it's fine. It's definitely not as good as what you were using before. All right.
Yeah, the quality's not as good.
But we can understand you, so that's all that matters.
Okay, so Paladin, if you want to go chat him up, go ahead, because Drog really only talks with the edge of the blade. So
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of saunter in.
Move forward, make your presence known.
Yeah, kind of move forward.
Clear your
Just
throat.
like I'm Like I'm interested, not a threat.
Okay. So what are the rest of you guys doing during that? I think Nero would probably move up. I'll move him up.
I do like the music.
Yeah, it actually fits. Picked a good
I
one.
think I'm gonna hide somewhere slightly out of range so they don't see me.
Okay. So where you're at is kind of in away from them. You could also move up to here and be around the corner.
Jason's going to turn invisible and just go right behind him.
Okay. Go ahead and do his thing. What does Tim want to do?
Tim will follow, because I'm not going to stand here by myself. But I'm staying at the back of the party.
So as Sir Finfall moves forward, makes his presence known, they can certainly hear the clank of his armor. And it kind of turns around. He looks at you kind of in surprise, and he kind of does this elaborate sort of bow. The ladies in the back kind of move forward and move up to the door to kind of look and see who you are. And he kind of moves to here to kind of see you, and you see another guy in the back kind of moves from around the corner you didn't see. He steps to there, and you can see this is the image provided by see that? Old school.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pencil.
Yep.
That's what you
We
see.
have found a harem.
That's what it kind of looks like, and the guy that speaks to you, the music kind of settles down and kind of goes quiet, and they stop dancing, and he says, "My friends, come, enjoy. We have respite for you if you would like." And he kind of motions towards the couches, and the ladies are just kind of, it's just imagine the worst 70s and 80s, depiction of women. I mean, that's kind of the way it is right now.
So 70s porn.
No, not porn, but like imagine what Sinbad the Sailor movies were. The way they, they.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of the way they were. This guy is treating the ladies. Not that I mean they're not very respectful. What was that? But so, what do you
I
guys
can
want to
actually
say?
hear talking in the music that you're playing.
Yeah, well, the talking is actually not part of the music. That's part of the room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
could
I
turn
want
it-
to step forward and say, well, I appreciate the hospitality, but I like to get to know people before I call them friend. What is your name, sir?
He kind of he says a lot of words that sound like they're common, but they're something that you've never heard before. But he says you can call me a beer whenever he gets finished, because it was just a really long series of words. But he says most people call me a beer.
I appreciate you helping such a humble person as myself.
He says, "Well, come. We have wine, ale, spirits,
And a beer.
All right, I look.
and
I look.
ale."
I look back at the guys and I try to give them some look that says, "Okay, I'm going to step in, but if I start acting weird, smack me."
What are the rest of you guys doing while he's moving in?
Drog will kind of follow him up.
I don't like this very much. I'm gonna kind of hang out where I am right now, and I kind of I sent you a roll
saw it.
there.
Yep,
Yep.
you're good. You're good. So Nero will kind of move upwards a little bit. What is Bill doing, or Tim?
Well, Tim is too wise to start chanting toga, so he's going to move up and stay behind the fighters.
Okay. Tim needs to give me a blind GM intelligence check, please. Actually, spellcraft.
Spellcraft, gotcha. There we go.
So you can see at the entryway into this area has similar markings as the ones that were on the, and I say similar in that they're the same, and I'm going to use it like school as the ones that were on the ghouls. And you weren't actually here, your character wasn't here, but
Oh, yeah.
the rooms that you guys have seen before that had markings were similar to
The
these
faded ones.
Yeah, they were like on the
Yes.
outside of the room. These aren't faded. They're pretty solid. They just, nobody really paid attention except for Tim. 1 second. I need to look at something else.
Okay. We should be highly, highly cautious. Jason and Jolliman both have things they want to do, by the way.
So we'll go with Tim first. What does Tim want to do and or say or do nothing?
Let's see. Yeah, I don't need to be polite about this. I'll just make sure that the rest of my traveling companions hear me when I warn them about using some caution here, because there are symbols on the walls that we've encountered before, and this doesn't look good. But I'm going to, I guess, keep my position where I'm at.
Okay. All right. Knowing that, we'll go to Jalaman. What does Jalaman want to do?
Well, I was gonna move in. Are they eating and drinking?
No, they were. The two ladies were dancing. The guy in the front was watching them. You don't know
But
what
they're
the guy in
not.
the back was doing.
They said
but
they
right now
have
they're not.
wine, but they're not eating and drinking.
No, they were dancing at the time that you guys came in, and the guy was watching them. But you can see on the tables there's food and wine and hookahs and all that kind of stuff.
So, what Jolliman was gonna do was go and try and find some water that they were consuming, and I can tell if water is good or not just by looking at it. And I was gonna try and see if the water is tainted or not.
Okay. You would need to move into the room to see that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that now. Now that I know about the runes, I'm not gonna do that. Jason will do something though.
Okay.
Jason is currently invisible. I'm gonna have him. Where are the runes?
All along the walls here.
Have we gone past them?
I mean, the people that are all in front, like
Yes.
Gunther, Drog, and Sir Finfall, are in the area where they're at. They're not, beyond where Finfall is.
Okay, so there still may be some sort of threshold or something that we have not passed. I'm gonna move up just to the edge of the runes, and while invisible, and I want to know if any of them are able to see me. I'm looking for eyeballs tracking me, heads swiveling towards me. I want to know if they can see me or not. That's what I'm trying to determine.
You want to know if they can see Jason. Gotcha.
I can see him, so I'm going to try to keep their attention by talking.
Okay. Gunther, you doing anything? Knowing what you know now from Tim?
I think I'm going to back out.
Okay. Go ahead and do so. And Drog?
Well, Drog sees that this is going to end in combat eventually, so he goes ahead and gets his axe out and gets ready.
Pulls out his axe.
Doesn't it
Bang,
always?
Bang. Let's go.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
All right. Sir Fim, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, my hope is when I hear fighting, because I kind of had a weird feeling to hide, I'm going to try to sneak in and maybe like backstab is my hope.
Okay. So, Sir Finfall, you're trying to carry on a conversation. What are you going to talk about?
Can I feel any evil off of them?
Oh, you're gonna use your detect evil ability?
Yeah, unless it requires me to kneel down and start praying.
You can. It takes you. You can't just instantly know, but you can kind of close your eyes and focus in that direction, and you do that, and it takes like a brief second, and it's immediate. The thing in front of you is evil. In fact, all the things in front of you are evil. All four of them.
All right.
And the one in the front, when you do that, he just kind of frowns. Said, "Why did you have to do that? We were all friends."
So I look at him and I'm gonna try to keep him engaged in conversation to allow Jason to do whatever he needs to do. Right. But I'm hoping if I see any indication that he recognizes or sees Jason.
No, right now his focus is on you. I mean, he hasn't changed his stance. He was a little, his smile just kind of went away to kind of a, just not a very happy person. And he says to you, "We just want to leave." He says, "We can give you whatever you want if you will let us leave."
Let you leave or us leave?
It's saying them, not you.
They're trapped here. They're bound by those runes. And they've been here probably for centuries.
Okay, so they want us to let them go.
Yeah, that's what they're asking. So I'm fine. I'll let them go, like as long as they don't harm us. But They have to tell us exactly where to go to find the lantern.
All right.
If not, hand it right to us.
Right. I don't like the idea of letting them go, period. I would rather them be kept here forever. They're evil.
Kill them too if you want, but
yeah, I mean, I don't want to let them go.
But I'm just saying we should try and pump them for information first.
I agree with that, but I don't want to let them go.
That's fine.
Kill them now, ask questions later.
Then we go to the X.
Right. So if you guys want to ask him questions, ask him questions. Or I can ask him, what trapped you here?
What?
He says, the witch, Igwith. We have been here for millennia, it seems. We just want to go home.
And why did she trap you here?
Why does she trap everything that she did here? You would have to ask her. She left us here. We can't leave. We came here seeking a traitor, and she trapped us. And he kind of just motions in this room. He says, "What can we give you that would would have you free us?" And he says, "Your friend is right. All you need to do is wipe those runes from the wall."
A broadsword.
A bag full of broadswords.
I'm sorry.
So do we ask him about the lantern thing we're looking for? Or?
Yeah.
You can ask him, but the thing is, guys, I'm not willing to let him go at all, period. Even for a broadsword. He's evil, he's trapped here, let him stay here.
Broadsword to strike him down.
Where's the lantern? Jolliman says, where's the lantern?
He's like, I know of no lantern, but I know we have part of one of her books that has information about a stone.
Which stone?
They say they don't understand what it is, what the stone was, but if you free us, I will give it to you freely.
That's probably a book about the Hearthstone.
All right, so the only way we're going to get that is because we're not going to free him. I will not allow that.
Well, what if he's got a conjured in some pocket dimension or something?
I'm thinking the only way we're going to get anything from these guys, for me, is to kill them.
We're going to pick it off their cold, dead corpse.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's roll initiative.
If he tries to conjure something, I have silence.
All right, so I'm going to try to intimidate the guy and let him know, hey, you need to give us what you know. We're not going to let you go either way.
Says,
but we will take care of the witch.
He says, so be it. And he kind of waves his hands down as he bows, and he kind of steps backwards, and you can hear the voices of the two ladies behind him have been whispering in the back, and I guess we're going to roll initiative.
I swear that music sounds like really bad.
This mostly sounds like people talking to me.
But yeah, that is the sound of what you hear when you move up to there. I can stop that. So where is it?
Oh, didn't I roll for initiative?
Roll before the combat.
We're doing them right now. This is...
Well, I thought I had already rolled it. Then it was showing that I did. Okay.
Sorry, I'm having trouble again. My fault.
Man, you need to get a new Plantronics device.
It sounds like it's from 2001.
Sounds about 20 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. I had one of those. Loved it.
Breaker 19, I'm gonna get your back door.
God damn it! Yeah, it's not normally like this. It's just because I'm using it from two different machines, and I think it's interfering. It's silly.
Yeah. It seriously sounds like
it works. We can understand you.
Yeah, it's fine. All right,
at least we can hear you. That's nice.
Nero is going to be it. Actually, I'm going to take Nero out of combat.
I'm still trying to figure out. I'm running two characters, so give me a second here.
Okay. But yeah, there's like a little dot. I think you're supposed to be able to grab that somehow and adjust the width. It's not a big deal. I can delete it and make the size better. I just right there. For now, that's what
I used to know how to do it. I can't remember.
I don't use templates much. This is the first time I've really done it. Most of the time the guys we haven't started doing a lot of spells until recently. So he makes the wall right there. You can see it on the thing, and it starts. It immediately hits the ceiling, fills the entire space. You can't see. In fact, Let's see. Yeah, there you go. You can't see into the room anymore. It's solid, and that wall begins to expand and move towards you guys. It obviously there's not a space where he's created it for it to expand to the space that it needs, so it's just going to start pouring into the hallway. So, what are you guys doing?
Okay. So the only choice we have is to retreat.
That's the assumption, yeah.
Back up.
All right. Well, I guess they chose to protect themselves, and we have no way to get to them.
Not this is a wall of stone. Dispel magic's not going to work on it.
Okay, we just keep retreating.
If it were a wall of fire or a wall of ice, it would, but not with a wall of stone.
Hey, Jason needs to move back because that wall keeps growing.
Well, if it's still growing, hey, I could try wall of stone. Yeah, no, I'll try dispel magic and see what happens.
Okay. It's still growing, but we'll move into your turn. What was your action for this round? You were casting shield.
Yes.
So you'll need to stop that and start start the dispel magic the next round.
Gotcha.
Okay. And it keeps moving. Nero's gonna need to move. I'll move him. Actually, I'm gonna just pull him off the map for now. But it seems to be moving fairly rapidly. As it gets to the about here, I'm gonna move you guys because I know you aren't gonna just stand there and take it. It gets to about here and slows down and then stops right here.
Right. So unless somebody can dispel this, I think we move on.
It's worth a shot.
But even if we don't, at least those guys are still trapped. So I'm happy.
True. Yeah, they were trapped pretty much by the ruins. So you're going to try to dispel magic on them, correct?
Yeah.
Just don't dispel the runes.
Can't make any promises. I don't know what this is going to do.
Okay, you're doing dispel magic. We need to figure out, let's see. So the base chance is 50%, 11 or higher on a d20. If the caster is of higher level than the creator of the effect to be dispelled, the difference is subtracted from the number needed on a d20 to dispel. If the caster is of lower level, then the difference is added to. Alright, so if a caster is higher level than the creator, the dispel, the difference is subtracted. What's the difference value? I roll. Is it 1 per? So instead of needing an 11, you would
it sounds like it's going to be one per each level of difference is 1
and
point.
You're 6?
Yeah. In first edition they used to do it percentages, but
yeah, this is, and he is, so you're 6. You need to roll 11, 12, 13, 14 or above.
Alright.
So you can do it out in the open. Cast a spell just to use the slot first, and then roll the d20.
You can do it.
Oh, 18.
And then it all just goes away. Let me see if I can select all this and delete it. Oh, no, that's not how you do it. How do you select a whole bunch? I guess you can't. You just do this.
There's a trash can symbol, I think.
Yeah, that'll delete all the templates. And in this case, that'll work.
Well played, Sir Tim.
They all go away. And let's go back.
Fights back on.
Fights back on. Tim went. Delwar, you're still around the corner. What did you want to do?
Oh, so
don't move. You guys don't move, man. You guys all ran back there. That was your action for the round. So.
Okay. All right.
Well, if anybody had a fireball to throw in there, this would be the time.
That's the one spell I need to get my hands on.
So since I'm around this corner, I think what I want to do is I'm going to cast hypnotic. I want to come out into the thing, and if I can see down the length of that hallway, cast hypnotic pattern in there.
Okay. So you'll need this. Okay, so generally, you can't cast and move ever. You gotta, because casting spells in AD&D means you are prepared at the beginning of the round, and it takes your start from the beginning of the round till when it goes off for it to go. So you would need to move to in front of, say, Tim or whatever, to look down the hallway, and the next round you start casting.
That sounds good. I'll do that.
I will let you try it before, just because you're just now coming back to your being able to play or to me move this wall. Actually, I gotta get rid of that wall piece. You haven't played in a long time, so I will give you a little more slack than I normally do these guys. So you can see those guys down there.
Treat me that normally. I would do that to my players.
No. I'll be a little nicer to you than them.
So, all right. The last time you're gonna get it.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Don't argue.
So you'll need to, so to cast a spell, you'll want to click on the thing on your combat HUD, the spell that you want to cast. I don't know, the hypnotic pattern one. So it pops it up, the cast card, and then you'll need to target. I believe that's how it works. I don't know. I don't know the spell well. All creatures.
I think it casts a pattern that anything that can see it will has to roll against it. So let me verify that.
Okay.
Mike will kill you with the crystal ooze and not think twice about it.
Who did I kill with crystal ooze?
And giggle while he does it.
Who did I kill with crystal ooze? Because if you're gonna talk about that one guy that insisted on staying there fighting the crystal ooze while everybody else was leaving, that was on him.
I do believe that is what happened.
Yes. I was trying to convince him to, but he just stayed there. He did not leave. He was like, I'm going to kill this thing. And he only did 1 hit point a hit because of that creature.
Yeah, you're right. It was a targeted spell, so I'm going to just target the...
I think you can target everything that can see it, which would be at least the 2 in the front. So you could target both of them. So hold Shift and T while you target both of them. Or you can Alt, Shift, left click both of them. That should do it too. There you go. So click the cast. Hopefully it'll make them save when you do that.
Sorry, I'm sitting here talking to you and I forgot that I had to push to talk.
Okay.
So it's already over here, so I just need to do save versus spell, or what's going on?
So for spells that force a target to save, you'll see in the parentheses what it's going to make it save. So you'll just click the cast, anything you have targeted at that moment, it'll force them to save. If for whatever reason you missed a guy, and you're like, oh, I need to make this in save too, that's what that other save button is for.
So when I click cast, it's saying has no more uses left.
Oh, did you click it accidentally already? I can do that. So you've already got them target. Let me target them myself so I can make sure this works right. And then I'll click cast. There it goes.
Thank you.
There you go.
One fail, one success.
One failed, one success. Yes. So that means that. All right. So if you click the effect button now, it'll put the hypnotize effect on it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, 2 I'm targeting. Let me undo that one. I need to set that spell up to untarget whenever something saves. But the one that you do have is affected, or should be, didn't it? Let me check. Yeah, it's got the effect on it. It's passive. All right, so that one seems to be dazzled by your hypnotic pattern, and you can end your turn. And this guy is, so we're sure that you can't do anything. All creatures affected. Okay, let's check. This spell can fascinating and stand gazing as long as the spellcaster maintains the display, plus 2 rounds thereafter. The spell can captivate up to a maximum of 24 levels or hit dice. Creatures, blah blah blah. All creatures affected must be entitled to the same throw versus spell. Any damage effect? Okay, the wizard. Okay, yeah. So you're good. That guy is not doing anything on his turn. Jason.
Hey, Mike, you're starting to sound really distant.
I was talking into my glass. How about that?
Okay, all right.
I was looking off on the screen trying to read something really closely. So,
did we re-roll initiative, or are we still using the initiative from before? I can't remember what I was going to do before.
Same initiative.
Okay, Jason's just going to move up. Game is paused. Actually, I want to put him there.
Freaking love this music.
Oh, the stones go back up.
Boo. Fights back off.
So that was the rock wall coming back up?
Yep.
I got another one. Hopefully I'll make it.
This is not the way.
Exactly.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh shit! My mic's been on mute since I moved it over here. Fuck. Sorry about that. Yeah, so apparently more than one of them could do create stone walls, and one of them did, and it blocked the passage off. So it is Drog's turn. There is a solid wall right in front of Delvar.
Okay, well, Grog's gonna stand down in the face of the stone wall, so.
Okay. Gone through. It shows you're going to be casting produce flame. I guess you don't want to do that? I can't hear you if you're talking. Alright. Sir Finfall.
All right, just move up as much as I can. I mean...
Yeah, move up.
And that's it.
Okay.
So, should we dispel the wall, or should we just move on, secure in the knowledge that they're stuck there forever? So.
Yeah,
they did have a book that they said might help, but it's not the lantern. We want the lantern.
Yeah, but of course they said.
If we run out of
you're
clues,
a little
we
biased,
know
Sir Finfall.
I mean, we know where to find them later if we run out of other clues.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
They've been there for 1,000 years, they said. So, gentlemen will kind of fall back to the back of the cave and just kind of watch things. Make sure nobody sneaks up on us.
All right, so we will. Let's see. No, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, who attacked?
I don't know. I thought we were rolling for initiative, but
no, I was trying to end the combat because it's a stone wall in front of you guys. It's impenetrable unless you have some other means.
You have us trained like Pavlovian dogs.
When you hear that sound?
Yeah.
Song played, I clicked the button.
Yeah, I get it. And that's good. That's good. That's good. So you guys are blocked off from the creatures. You are kind of stuck where you're at unless you want to continue on and search the one last passage in this area that you haven't looked at.
Yeah, up to the north. Might as well.
That music is
Find Trap still up?
No, it's long gone. That is a dead end up the northeast if that's where you guys are looking. I thought I mentioned that earlier.
Okay.
You gotta come this way. Yeah, I am not going any further than where I am right now.
Yep. As soon as you come around the corner, you see this, let me see, what is it?
I see something on the floor, but
yeah,
I don't know what it is.
you can't see the ceiling is so high in here, you can't really see it from where you're at. The cavern displays a rainbow of colors on the walls and floor. Even the many stalactites, you can't see them, are colored. Various mineral deposits in the rock have seeped into frozen curtains, like sheets of stuff that kind of runs from the ceiling. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Carlsbad, but it's just kind of
cave bacon.
Yeah, like that, exactly. Have seeped into curtains, cascades, and many fantastical shapes. The floor has a number of humps and stalagmites and varied hues of strange forms. In the center of the chamber is a pile of coins. It says bars.
Jesus, that's a pile of coins? Holy moly.
Yeah, it's a pile of coins. It says bars too, but I don't know where the metal bars come from, but there's a pile of coins. There you go.
Where are you, dude?
The far west branch. And I see what appears to be a dragon horde. It's meters across.
Yeah, don't run ahead like that.
Meters. Are you European?
Military, man.
Okay. See, I went, whenever I was in 6th grade, it was the 7th, they started teaching us metric system. We were going to learn it. I think that was the time period that Dems were in control of Congress or something. For whatever reason, they were trying to get us to learn metric system. And I really wish that would have kept going because, God, I still can't deal with inches and 3/8.
And engineering, most engineering's in metric system, and then you can convert to English every now and then if you need to.
Yeah. It's like I try to measure anything. It's like I want 3/4 of an inch or 5/8 of an inch. I'm like, what the fuck is 5/8? I don't know. I get lost. I can't do it. I can't deal. All right. So we got Sir Finfall and Jolliman have moved up. What do the rest of you guys want to do? I think
Follow.
Jason probably wants to move
Follow.
up.
Follow.
I'll move Jason up.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you guys move up. Finfall and Jolliman, you guys kind of wait for your party to catch up with you.
You have to unpause us.
I did.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I may be stuck in the wall, Mike.
I can move you. Sorry about that. Yeah, that happens sometimes. You get behind like a wall that you can't see and you can't move because it won't let you move out of things you can't see. Yeah.
I'm hoping there's a broadsword in here.
What you guys like me to do?
God,
You want me to sneak around again and maybe see if there's any creatures?
yeah, sure. Look for a broadsword.
I suspect we're already lighting up the room, but
Come on,
maybe.
Come on, burglar, go burgle something.
Yeah.
No, there are no lights there yet. The only person with a light is Tim, the academic, who is hanging in the back right now.
So
No, he's not. No, he's not. And with that, you see, Drog, you see this creature that you didn't notice before because it was kind of covered up maybe behind the pile of coins and things laying about the floor. You can see this creature. Let me show you an image of what it looks like.
Big lizard with wings?
No.
Oh, good.
It's a lizard, lion, goat head.
It's like Chimera?
No,
Is that what that is?
It doesn't have a goat. It is a cow head. Actually, hold on a sec. Actually, I think I got a better picture. Hold on. Because I went and had one of these done.
It's what you fight in the tutorial in Dragon's Dogma.
No, we want this. Nope. This and this and this. Is it monsters? Yeah, it's gotta be this. Where is my guy? I think I tried to have I tried to get AR art because I can't draw for shit. This is kind of workable. Let's see. Insert that. All right, I'm going to share this. It looks terrible because it's got extra legs and it's kind of weird, but this is kind of what it looks like. It's different than the image that I showed you. I can show you the old school image. I'm going to show you what AI did first. Let's see. Sure. Players?
But it's a winged beast with multiple heads, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of got a cow head, a lion head, and a dragon head. The original, I mean, that's not as good as it should be, but that's pretty close. This is the original art. I'll show you what the original art looked like, which is pretty terrible.
Whoa, okay. That's cool. I love that.
You like the old stuff better than the new?
Oh, fuck yeah, I love it. I miss this stuff.
Back in the day, I loved it, but it just looks, it's so, I mean, compared to what you can generate just with AI, it's just, I like the color and the metal of the guy. He just looks pretty good. But, so it's not a goat head.
Does it breathe fire?
Well, it's got a red dragon head on it, and it looks like you've seen something that looks similar to that. You've seen one that looks like this.
Oh boy!
That had the red dragon, had the lion, and a goat. Well, this one doesn't have a goat as a side. It is a metal, sort of bull-looking thing, and that is what you see. And when the light comes around the corner, it kind of has all its heads kind of lift up and looks in the direction of Drog. You get the impression that it sees him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everybody and do this and this. Now you can Pavlovian roll your stuff. Now just waiting on Jason. All right, it looks like everybody has rolled. Our first person to go is Sir Finfall with the mighty warhammer.
Charge!
What are you doing, sir?
Yeah, why not? Let's just go ahead and head in. Where am I?
We got some tokens stacked on top of each other down there.
You can't see?
Yeah, because I don't see myself. Oh,
Let's put you guys side by side. How about that? There we go.
All right. I'm going to... Yeah, why not? Charge in.
All righty. Show me your path. Do your waypoint thingy.
Well, I'm hitting space and it's not letting me go.
I don't have pause on.
Let me try again.
Okay. Go for it. Are you clipping you may be clipping a wall. You need to go around that wall if it's not letting you hit space. I go to here instead of right next to that wall. That's 55 feet. Hit space bar. There you go. Well, you're going to go all over the place. So what I need you to do anyways, when you get to here, you're charging through coins that are scattered all over the floor. There's, as soon as you start trudging through them, they kind of slide all over I need you to make a dexterity check, -2. You can do it out in the open.
Okay, do I see a broadsword on the way?
Yeah.
Right now, all you see is coins flying as you're tromping through them, kicking them up.
I have a good feeling.
You made it by 4, so you make it up to the guy, and you can make a single Warhammer attack. Since you did charge, you can add the charge effect to yourself. Please do so.
Do I need to target myself when I do that?
Yes, you'll need to do that. Yeah. That will improve your attack bonus and adjust your AC. Awesome. There we go. Target your guy. Make an attack. And it's a miss.
I missed, even with all the bonus. Okay.
Yeah. In turn. Delwar, what do you want to do, sir?
So you see Delwar kind of like clasp his hands together, and he starts vibrating really fast, and it's like looking at remember in Gremlins when they get wet and the little gremlins pop off the skin? Like multiple Delwars just pop out, so I'm casting mirror image. Mirror image, yep.
Gotcha. Go for it. Target yourself, cast it, and then do the effect.
Did that work? I think it did.
It looks like you have some things targeted that aren't used. So target yourself, mouse over yourself and press T. You still have the guys from previous combat.
Right, there we go. Thank you. I got it.
And then hit the effect again. There you go. All right, Delwar has it successfully. You can end your turn.
Thank you.
Next will be up is Jason.
He's going to move up. I rolled for his broadsword. He can't see anything to attack, though, so he's just going to move up.
Yeah, so this is something I wanted to talk to him about. He has not really been playing like a thief. And I think it's maybe he just kind of gotten out of the habit, or he's not familiar enough with AD&D to use his abilities to the maximum potential. I would recommend to him at this point to use his ring, go invisible, and then he can move like 60 feet in. And then set up himself to get in a position where he can try to sneak in and backstab. It'll be hard because there's coins all over the place, but he has elfin boots, so.
Tell you what, later I'll trade him for that broadsword.
You want a bastard sword?
I don't think he would give that up.
I think you're a bastard sword guy, aren't you? You're a broadsword, never mind.
Broadsword.
Yeah. All right, Jason can end his turn.
I just want to move him up just a little bit more. Just like right there.
Okay. Tim, the not enchanter. What is he going to do?
Just the one bad guy in here? Is that all we see?
That's all you see?
I think it's enough.
I suspect you're right, yeah.
Why'd stab it with your steely knife?
Do I have eyes on it yet? No.
You can see a corner of it from there. There you go. You can see the whole thing there. You see? How big is this thing? He's large. He's not giant or anything, but he's pretty big. So if you're moving, then when it casts next round, this would be your end of turn. You can't move and cast, just so you're aware. But you can move your full move. Yeah. Alrighty, my guy gets to go now. Alright. So he has several things he can do. The first thing he's going to do is attempt to bite. No. We're going to close it. He's going to breathe right on Sir Finfall. Fire!
Oh!
Sir Finfall saves! But he probably still takes damage. Let me see. Should be half. I'm going to make sure I got the... Yep. You took half damage, but he burns you. The heat on your armor, it gets hot. You have memories of this fucking heat metal spell. It is just stressful, and that is the fire breath. The next thing is going to be the lion bites at you, and he misses. I'm going to delay for the rest. Gunther attacking with Warhammer. So you can move up to... So, you have speed. You can move 160 feet. Yeah, you can move wherever you want, pretty much. Yep. Are you charging or moving?
I'm charging.
All right, so I will go ahead and put the charge on you, just so I can do it quickly. Done. Now you can make your attack. That is a miss, sir. Drog.
Sorry, I was going to try to do the move where I plotted out, so...
All right, let me put you back. Oops. Jog is no. What?
It wasn't there.
There we go. All right, I'll put you back. There we go. There you go. All right, hold control key down while you drag, and it should work. Hopefully. There you go. Hit left click for every point you want to do a waypoint at. Are you charging in as well?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'd like to avoid the coin surfing if I can.
Well, if you want to charge in, you can't. If you want to move around it, you can, but you can't charge moving around the whole thing. You can charge directly at something. You can't like charge around a whole circle of things.
All right. Well, I'll just go to here, and then I can get a hit off from there, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Hit spacebar. There you go. And I will need you to also make a dexterity check. It'll be a -1, I think. That's what I said. And you made it, so you're good. Still standing. Go ahead and target yourself. Put the charge on you. Why does it have you as severe? Oh, that's not you. There we go.
Did that take?
It did. And then make your attack.
Now, I'm using the new axe with the skull on it.
All right, so let me look and make sure. Did you apply the proficiency for your battle axe stuff to it?
I mean, I had to click the button, but it's a battle axe, so I assumed it.
It won't automatically do that. You'll need to make sure you apply it to the thing.
Yeah, I did. But I'm just saying.
Your weapon specialization wasn't applied to it. I did that just now. Let me check your.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got your battle axe set to it. Yeah. So I think everything is set up correctly to use it. So go for it. I think this is where you're gonna. Oh wow. Yep, it got all your stuff in there. We're good. Oof. Why did it not show did it show dice rolls for you guys? Oh, it didn't do damage roll. Let me undo that. Let me make sure I got the weapon that has damage. We're looking at your new one. It is large. Why? Okay, I know what the problem is. Let me put 1d. Battle axe is 1d8 for large as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it is too. Go ahead and do the damage again. It probably will roll this time. If it does, I know what the problem is. Yep, I know what it is. Okay. It didn't have a large size. It should default to the normal if it doesn't have. So let me make a note.
Okay. So I am done for this round.
All right. No, Jolliman.
Okay.
You guys are standing on top of each other. It's Jolliman, sorry.
Is it my turn, is what you're saying?
No, it's Jolliman's. He was stacked on top of you, and all I saw was Delwar. All right, Jelly, what are you doing?
I'm casting Dust Devil.
That is a... How long does that take to cast? Dust Devil. That is 2 rounds, so it'll go off at the end of next round.
Okay.
And now this guy gets his last attack, which is his metallic head. And he is going to target one of the dwarves. So we're going to roll 1d2. And 1 is Drog, 2 is the other. Looks like Drog. Target Drog. And he is going to do this. Oof. He breathes a gust of green gas across Drog. Doesn't seem to have any effect.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Very good thing.
Yeah, this guy is badass.
You succeeded by 1. Wow, that was close. I didn't realize it was that close.
Why do I have a 21 for initiative?
Yeah, I'm looking at that. You for some reason, it's giving you a modifier that I can fix it, but it's just update combatant. We need a -11, which would be 10. Your initiative will be 10. So, yeah, for some reason, it thought you were rolling initiative after initiative had started. So we're just waiting on Delwar to roll initiative.
Sorry, I apologize for that, guys.
That's okay.
I didn't.
That's all right. You get used to the music when the guys say roll for initiative. That's when you roll for initiative.
That's my fault.
Alrighty.
Gotcha.
Gentlemen, end of this round, your summon thing will be there. So you can go ahead and click cast and we can get the thing out. But it'll be at the end of this round. Click cast. And put the effect on yourself because I think that's how long it lasts. I need to, let me make another note. I need to add the Dust Devil actors to spell cast so you can see it, but I can put it up there. Let's see, where is it? We're gonna go for player's handbook version. There it is. We will do this and close this and do this here. That's where it is. I don't think I can give you permission to. I'll have to mess with it. Okay, in turn. You're good. All right, Tim. Casting magic missile.
Yes, sir.
Blast him.
So three missiles. Here we go.
Yep, you can hit Control left click on, and it'll just buzz through them all. There you go.
Oh,
Oh, 2 max damage. Look at that. That hurt. Delwar. You have your mirror images?
I do. So I couldn't find a way to make it or do the roll. I guess I'm supposed to roll 1d4 and then add 1 for each 3 levels of my class to know how many images I've got.
It'll automatically do that for you. You don't need to know any of that. If you look at the effect, you have 3 right now.
Cool. All right. So I want to move up, and I don't know if I can't see anything right now, so I'm going to move up so I can start seeing stuff. But I want to kind of carefully go up to a point where I can see if I can plot a way to get behind him or sneak an attack on him. You know.
Okay. So you can move this round to where you can see right now. So any of the positions you see, so like from where you were at, you could probably move. You can move up to here and be okay. Anything outside of that is something you couldn't see. So you can only move to as far as you can see that round. And you can change your direction. Like if you get to this point and you say, okay, I want to move east, you just stop there. And then, next round you would move behind the guy or try to.
Okay, that works to me. Cool, thanks.
Okay. And turn and gun thread.
I was working on it.
Oof, that's
there we go.
Nice hit.
Oh, nice damage too. Look at that. Jason, what's he doing?
He's going to try and get around to this back side of the thing.
Okay. Move
Whatever
yourself to where you can go. If you're, as moving silently, you can only move 60 feet. Or half your move, whatever his half a move is. What is his half move? His half move is 4, so he can move 40 feet. All right, so get to there, and then give me a percentile, and you can do it out in the open. And you want 95 or below. So if you run 96 or above, you're screwed. Okay, you're good. He doesn't hear you. You are set up to move in for not this round, because you're not charging or anything like that. But you can backstab him next round. And it's a finfall.
Okay, I'm going to attack.
Uh-huh.
And I miss. Stupid
Drog, this is your to attack round.
Yay.
This could be bad for my guy. Oh, that is definitely it. God almighty. Oof.
So I got to wait till the end?
Yes, delay.
Or go ahead. And that's the
and then he gets to go.
Button, right?
Yeah, just hit the hourglass, yeah. All right, so there's 3 people in front of him. He's going to use 1 thing per guy. So he is going to, we will do the, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Number 2, so that is Drog. Let me check and see what this actually does. Is it?
Somebody just died.
No, it was me double clicking something. Okay, so it's going to hit all of these things. So anything in that, which is going to be Surfinfall and Drog, it's breathing fire in that direction.
Rude.
Failed.
Double rude.
What? Wow, what a shit ass roll, man. What a terrible roll. Yeah, it's good for you guys.
I'm okay with that.
We're kind of disagreeing over here.
Yeah, I imagine. All right, so the lion is going to bite at Gunthrid because that's all it does. Oh, wow, and he rolled a 1. Let me check this one last
Thomas.
thing. Yeah. Let's see if more. Okay. It doesn't. Okay, here it is.
The train.
Oh. Yeah, so it's going to do the same thing with the gas breath from the Gorgon, but it's going to do it from a different direction because it's coming from a different side. And it's coming this direction. So you 2 guys are going to need to save. He's going to target both of you, so you don't need to do it. It'll do it for you. And this thing. Oh, wow. Somebody didn't save. Gunther did. He fends off the effects of the gas, but Drog, you see, he looks down at his hands. They start covering up with this sort of dirt-looking substance, and his fingers stop moving. His axe in his hand turns to stone. This creeps up his arms and his chest. He kind of looks over to Finfall and just stands there with his axe in his hand looking in the direction of Finfall. He's stone still, turned to stone.
Damn, I don't get my second attack this round.
No, you do not.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna roll undecided initiative.
Okay, sounds like a good plan.
I may be a little sluggish.
Alright, Drog is stone-faced.
I think I'll pass on initiative.
Yeah.
At least delay till the end of the turn, yeah.
Is there anything I can do for petrification?
No.
I'd kill the thing first and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to attack him.
Oh.
God. I hate this Warhammer.
You need to find me a vessel. Alright, Gunther. Oh, Warhammer failed him too. Alright, Delaware.
All right.
Kind of plotted out a path around behind him.
Yeah. So it's control click or shift click to move my path?
You hold control and then drag your token, and then left click every point you want to pause at. And then when you're ready to move to that position, you hit spacebar. Yeah, you're definitely under 60 feet there. Give me a move silently check, please.
Sure thing. If I can remember where that is. It's under skills, right?
Yep. You can do it out in the open.
Proficiencies, there it is. Move silently.
So let me double check that because my math on my skills is incorrect calculation right now. Let me check real quick. Move silently for you is 30, 40, and you missed it by 10, so you made it. It says you, oh wait, actually no, you missed it by 64. Yeah, my math is wrong, but not that wrong. So you didn't make your move silently, but you are up behind it. If you want to make your attack, it won't be a backstab though.
That's fine, I'll do that.
Okay. You stepped on some coins or something, and one of the three heads kind of like, ooh.
So I haven't made an attack yet. I've got, I guess it's perfect.
So you would target the thing, and then are you using the combat HUD? The little.
I got it now. I was in the wrong window. I was under gear instead of, on proficiencies instead of whatever. So.
Combat, gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Oh, missed by 1.
Oh no.
So close. And in turn. All right. So now this guy is going to lion bite. So Finfall. Did he hit? He hit and do damage with a bite. He grabs hold of your arm and rips it around. You take 4 damage. And then the dragon head is going to attempt to bite Gunther. Oh, that's got to be a miss. It is. And then the Gorgon head is going to attempt to gore Delmar. Did it hit? It missed. All right. Jason, make your attack at +4. You already made your move silently. Last round. If you do hit, you will get your damage multiplier. I don't know what it is for your level. But never mind. That boy cannot roll. Oh, wow, that sucks. All right. We got Dispel Magic.
Yeah, but I'm going to abort, I think, because it just dawned on me that that's not going to help. That wasn't a spell. So I clicked it by mistake. So I guess I'm just going to have to reposition. I really don't have any offensive spells left. Yeah, I'll just have to reposition and try to throw some darts at it next round.
Okay.
Give me a second here.
Take your time.
Alright, that's good enough.
Alright, Jala.
Should I do the dust devil first?
How does that work? Do you tell it where to move? Or
it's essentially a small area elemental. Yeah.
Right. But can you move while it's moving, or you tell it what it does?
No, it's just like its own entity. I don't have to concentrate.
Oh, okay. Then move where you want, and it'll follow you until you tell it what to do. Then, and I will put it wherever you tell it to go. It won't attack this round, but it will definitely attack next round.
So I'm just gonna go right there. Just put it right next to me or something.
And I'm gonna move it here for now, and you tell me where you want him to move.
Up there north of Sir Finfall.
Right here?
Yep.
Next to, okay, right there. All right. And then enter?
God.
Looks like Delaware goes first. Make your attack, sir. Ooh, that's a hit.
Sweet. So I just hit the damage button here.
Yep. As long as you still haven't targeted, it should do damage to him. Unless I broke something. Nope, you did it. 6 damage. And then you rolled an attack again.
I didn't
Tim
do that.
That was Tim. Ignore Tim. Not his turn yet.
And he hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Gunther. Warhammer +1. Smash it in the face. That is not smash in the face. And then Jason. Come on, Jason can roll better than a 2 this time. A 16. That's definitely a hit. Yeah. D6 +1. Ooh, this thing looks like it's bleeding. Seriously. Drog. Stone-faced. Jallman. You're going to have your thing attack with the thing?
Correct.
All right, let's do it. I'll roll it for you because... Oh, I missed. All right. Do you have to tell it what to do every round, or can you do your thing and it do its thing?
I think we can both do our own thing, yep.
Okay, go for it. Shoot your bow. I presume that's what you're going to do. It's bigger than them, so no modifiers. It just stands above them by a pretty large margin.
Make sure I got it targeted there.
Yeah, I think everybody has it targeted from the looks of all the little icons on it. That is a miss. Delay and Tim. Tim with the dart. See if you can hit again.
Okay, here we go. Watch me slay it.
You could do it. You could do it, man.
The rate of fire on darts, is that just one?
It's 3, I think.
It is?
But you have to do, you'll do one now, delay till end of turn, do your second one, and then do your third one the same way.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice.
See?
Oh,
Maximum damage, baby.
look at that. And then delay, but with the hourglass on the combat tracker.
The hourglass where?
In the combat tracker. Right click on the combat encounters in the top right.
Oh, I see it.
Yep. And now it is his turn. So let me read, make sure I understand how many oftentimes he can do things. And the Gorgon, breath while the dragon attacks. Strike the Gorgon can always. Yeah, monster and claw. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's 3 like normal dragon. So he's gonna breathe again, and I will put out a cone. Let's see. Where does he want to do it? He'll do it this way. On those 3 things. He's going to target all of them and attempt to breathe fire on them. Somebody met him. Or nobody met it. Dust Devil failed. Delwar failed. Sir Finfall failed.
Ouch.
Ooh!
Ow.
Oh! That was not a person. That was the Dust Devil just blown away by the fire. So the lion...
Oh, but I'm hurt.
Yes, you are. The lion is going to attack Gunther. And did he hit? No, he missed. And then the Gorgon is going to attempt to gore our little... Oh, he hit. I'm going to do that attack again just to see, because you're mirrored. It should have said something, but there is the chance that it could have made it past that. Odds are, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
You got
I think you got me. Get me. I love it.
Yeah, I want to check to make sure, because I tested this internally to make sure it all worked, but I'm going to do another attack just to see. We can ignore.
I saw it hit a mirror before, like on the last time I played.
Okay, there's a % chance that it missed, and there's a % chance that it did just hit you, because I think for like 3 of them, it's like a certain percentage each, and it rolls the dice and checks it. It just doesn't tell me when it rolls here. But if you're sure it hit a mirror before, we'll assume it did.
Yeah, I saw it hit a mirror before.
Okay.
It said missed. You rolled really well, actually, but it said missed mirror.
Wait a minute, that can't be right.
Yes, it is.
7 points of damage? How many hit points do you have?
Maybe I never did my hit points when we set up my character. I don't know.
Let me look at your
character screen should show you the total.
I'm looking at his details tab. And he's multi-classed, so he should have. He's an illusionist thief. So I mean that could have something to do with it, but I mean I think the numbers. You have 20. Have you taken more damage than just that? Because it was 7 damage.
No, I haven't. This is the only.
The fire just got him.
Oh yeah, and the fire was 18. Oh yeah.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah, so you're not dead, but you are unconscious dead.
We got the technology.
All right, mostly dead. There's Sir Finthal. You go.
All right. Gonna attack again, even though I'm
Go
down
for
to
it.
like 7 points of damage.
Call upon your god. Call Thor, man. You can do it.
Yeah, I scream out, the wailing of the Valkyries will drown your soul, and I attack him.
There you go. Nat 20 coming. I can feel it.
Oh, you shouldn't have
I guess
said
I lied. I'm Loki, man. I'm Loki.
The
Gentlemen.
DM cursed me.
I'm sorry. Second shot. Oh! All right. Tim's going to take him out.
Tim's got it. Tim's got
You
it.
got 2 darts. You can do both of them at the same time because nobody else goes after you.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's a miss. Another one. Oh, that's a miss. In turn.
Damn.
Roll for initiative. While you guys roll, I got to go do something. I'll be right back. Apologies, I'm back. All right, looks like Jolman is going first. What are you doing, sir?
Just moving into position so that I can heal next round.
Okay. There you go. Drog, stone faced. Gunther. What is he doing? Smashing with the hammer. No! Jason.
You're rolling bad.
Come on, Jason. Gotta give me a back. Oh. That's
there we
it.
go.
Look at that. 7 damage. It is barely on his last legs. 10. Throwing a dart. Come on, man. You can do it.
Okay, here we go.
Focus. Oh, all those darts in the bars paid off. You nailed the fucker in the face. Roll damage.
Just wish I had some poison.
It may not take that, literally. Boom!
Oh, wow.
He only had
Tim
1 hit
slays
point
it.
left. You take him out, and
With
combat
a
has
dart.
ended. You have a companion that is bleeding, burned on the ground. Let me...
I am gonna lay on hands and heal Dalwar as much as I can.
All right. You are welcome to do that. It will immediately bring him up to conscious, and I will... You can go ahead and do that if you want.
All right, wait. I just
Target.
clicked the heal button and I got a damage. Oh, hey, damage heal details. Okay, sorry.
He dies even harder.
I
Yeah.
know.
All right.
Oh, it
So-
was caused light wounds, not.
So you guys slew the Gorgon / Red Dragon / lion-headed creature with wings. Scattered around the room, you see loot, coins all over the place. There is also among them gems, some jewelry, some vials of strange-looking liquids, even a scroll, a bag, some kind of metallic horn that's got runic symbols that look like they are Norse. And we're going to leave it, pause it right there for our next game.